Two men, one pod, unapologetically unfiltered. To quote Ridley Squat.
Ridley Squat.
It's the Unfiltered Idiots Podcast with Jay and TJ. Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Unfiltered Idiots Podcast. It is the 29th of the 10th, 2023, episode 7. It's the Halloween special. That's right, Spooktacular! Right, so as everyone knows, it is Halloween. Now, TJ, are you much for Halloween? Are you a Halloweeny?
I would love to be. Halloween is my favourite, but also most frustrating season because I live in the UK and not America.
I get that. Like I say, when I went to Florida, I often go to Florida sort of around Halloween time, and you see just the sheer effort that they put into their outfits comparative to our efforts over here, you know, which is basically a bin liner with a couple of fucking
holes poked
pieces
in it.
put on. That's it, yeah.
Bit of red
Boot
paint.
masking.
Bit of red paint for blood.
Mate, that's what my nan used to do. She used to put a bin liner over me and wear a mask, and like, there you go, that's your Halloween costume. And I accepted it like a fool.
See, I have this right. I would. It's not even so much the costumes as it is the whole kind of like community aspect of like we watch films and you see it in films on Halloween. Like Halloween is like a proper celebration.
Oh,
all
mate,
all the towns and that they all get together. Everyone decorates their house. There is a whole sense of community and people.
It's treated like Christmas.
Well,
do you know what I mean? Like it's treated
exactly
like Christmas.
Whereas over here, you go knock on someone's door like, "Fuck off, get off my fucking front door!"
I told you not to knock my door, TJ.
like,
I
all right.
fucking told you. You're not getting any sweets.
Jesus Christ, like, you know, fucking, like, just my child just wants fucking candy, like, you know. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I wish we were more like America. I understand why we're not, but yeah. I wish if we celebrated Halloween, like, I would go all out with the house, but I don't see the point, like. No. For just me, and I look like the weird, crazy dude that decorates his house for like Halloween. There is a TikTok page, and I don't know how prevalent you are on TikTok, but many of the viewers here, Michael Myers of Decatur. I think it's Decatur. Right. It's a town in America. I found it on TikTok ages ago, and pretty much the wife films the TikToks, and the husband just dresses up for the whole month of October as Michael Myers and just does the most ridiculous things. And now they've got I think their son's like 4 or 5 involved, and he's like a mini Myers, and they'll be in the middle of like a department store, and they, you know, like in America they'll put like a piano just randomly there. He'll start going and playing the theme tune, and the son will just be there dancing with a knife, like in the middle. And they'll just, or the wife will be driving home from work and she'll be like, "Oh my God," winds down the car window, and Michael Myers is cycling along the road with a trailer behind, and in the little trailer behind is the little kid with like a little knife in his hand, and he's like, oh, and she's like, "Oh my God." There's one where the neighbours are moving in across the road, and she's like, "I'm sorry, we're normal 11 months out of the year. Please, I apologise." Like, how much it's staged, I don't know. But it's absolutely brilliant. I love it, you know. It's hilarious.
And you can't convince your daughter to do that with you.
Well, I think the wife would maybe leave me. I'm not 100% certain.
No, not your wife. She's lovely.
Yeah. From what you see.
Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah. I know what you're saying. Because in America, you see it, and they decorate the town. You know, they fully go out. Everyone's got a pumpkin outside. It's always carved. You know, and like I say, the costumes are fucking 9 out of 10 all the time. Yeah, almost movie props. And yet you see England, and you know, even if I was to have the pumpkin outside, I'd see like 4 Scots come out going, "All right, mate, I fucking want some money." I went, "Money? You can have some candy."
Yeah, you can eat.
I want fucking candy.
You can have a toffee apple. They nicked. I can't remember if it was last year or the year before. The little fuckers nicked my pumpkin.
You joke.
I've got obviously, I have CCTV outside my house. I've got a Ring doorbell and I've got CCTV, and we got little fuckers stealing my fucking. They come and knocked on the door. We gave them some sweets. They bugger off, and then the next people that come was like, "Where's our fucking pumpkin that was on the doorstep?" So we went back and watched on the cameras, and one of us gone, "Mate, nick the pumpkin. Let's have the pumpkin," because I had a pumpkin inside. I carved a pumpkin and put it inside another pumpkin. So like, I had a big orange pumpkin. Carved out a big mouth, and then you get those little pumpkins. I don't even know if they are pumpkins, but they're like a greeny, whitey kind of colour. I cut like a little face in that, and then I wedged that in the big opening of the mouth I'd done, so it looked like the bigger pumpkin was eating the little pumpkin. So the little pumpkin had a shocked face on it and everything, and the little fuckers nicked me pumpkin. I was like, you fuckers. The thing is, it's going to be like halfway down the road. It's going to be in the road because they've just launched it in the middle of the fucking road.
Let's break it.
Yeah, because they're fucking turds. But yeah.
Well, that's British kids for you, mate. I'm afraid. That's
yobbos.
Give them an England shirt and send them to another country. They'll be fighting. Yeah. So I enjoy Halloween. Although I don't have any kids myself. I enjoy I enjoy the aspect of just going out. Generally,
You're a creepy old guy in the corner, aren't you?
I am a creepy old guy. As people will tell you, I shaved off the whole beard last year for Halloween, and I looked very strange.
That was scary. That was scary.
It was,
I bet, wasn't it?
Mate, I scared everybody because I went as goth, so I shaved all the beard off.
From Wayne's World.
From Wayne's World. You know when you shave your beard off and you look at yourself and go, "No, this is an error."
I know why I grew this in the first place, because I've got an ugly face.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to hide 50% if I can.
And the words fugly have never been more apparent than they are right now as I look in this mirror. It's like, Jesus Christ. Just trying to glue it back on. You're getting
12-year-old.
Like trying to glue the bits back on that you've cut off. You're like, oh no, I've got to wait a couple of weeks to hide this monstrosity.
Everyone else is saying they don't want to wear masks, and I'm trying to wear a full one. If I get my eyes,
I'm like, if only I could look like a Wookiee. Chewbacca had it right all these years.
He knew what he's doing. Cousin it. That's what I'm fucking for. I have to cousin it. My wife would love me to talk like that.
Oh dear.
Right, so as we said, so what's been going on your week, mate? Sorry, we
mate, I have had a great week, but a fucking terrible week in equal measure. So the week was fine up until Thursday, right? Finished work on nothing of real to note, just streaming the DBD event at the moment. It's all right. It's pumpkins. You can run around and kick pumpkins in the haunted by daylight. But other than that, yeah, everything was fine. Work was fine. Thursday, I finished work Thursday because I was off Friday for reasons which I'll allude to in a minute. I get in the shower on Thursday night. Now my shower, it's shut up you. It's not like I have a bathtub, obviously, and the shower's in the bath. I've got one of those big over the those big.
The drenchers.
The rainfall shower head, they're called. I've got one of them. It's fucking great. I love it. So I'm there. I'm lathering myself. I'm like, this is great. Now, I have never had a bath mat or anything in my bath. It's always just like the bath, And I was like, I must have used a little bit too much. A little bit too much lathering went on.
He's over soaped himself.
I've over sudded myself, and yeah, I've gone. Oh, that was nearly a slip. Oh shit, this is a slip. And so I've got a glass shower screen door to my left-hand side, and obviously the pole that goes up on the wall, which attaches like shower. And I've slipped. I'm like, oh fuck, I'm falling. It's like slow motion. I've like gone to grab the pole. I'm like, I've grabbed it but relinquished it. I don't know in my head if I thought I'm going to rip this out the wall so I've relinquished it. I've then smacked into the glass door, which the glass door swung. And then it's hit the wall. How the glass door hasn't smashed, I don't know, and it would have been a hell of a lot worse if it had. Because then I've realised, oh fuck, I'm falling. So my back of my legs have like hit the side of the bath because I'm in, sent me over. I've gone flying out of the bath. I've landed flat on my back. Well, more on my left-hand side, landed like cracked down. Then I've headbutted the back of the towel rail that's there. I'm like, why I'm lucky is because if the shower screen door had smashed, it would have smashed just before I fell out of the bath, which meant I would have landed on glass.
Yeah.
So my shoulder's fucking in a lot of agony. I'm peeled up at this moment in time, and I'm not looking forward to going back to work tomorrow. And now I've also at the moment I've got to go and buy new valves for the towel rail because one of the valves is now leaking. Where I've obviously gone back and headbutted the back of my head into the towel rail has obviously damaged the fucking valve somehow because the valve's leaking, and no matter how much I tighten it up or whatever, I can't. So I'm like, for fuck's sake! So I've got some plumbing to do as well.
And I hope you're going to buy a bath mat, mate.
But mate, it's the first thing I did. I was like, I come out and like I'm laying there on the floor, completely naked. Like the wife comes running in, what's wrong? I'm just like, in that moment, like the wife's trying to be sympathetic, and I'm just like, I'm an embarrassment to myself as I lay here naked on the floor.
Naked,
and I'm like, I'm okay. I don't need your help. Please leave me alone. Like, and she's trying to be really nice and caring. Everything. I'm like, I'm live. Nothing's broken. I just need to lay here and realise how much of an idiot I am. Please leave me to wallow in my own self-pity as I try and somehow get myself back to my feet and actually finish this shower. But yeah, no, I went on Amazon and bought a fucking anti-slip bath mat. And then on Friday, so I'm like, okay, cool. Friday, I'm at Comic-Con.
Yes,
I'm at the London XL for MCM Comic Con with my daughter. My first ever Comic Con. I was walking around it in like bits of pain, where I'm like, oh, the fucking hell. But I had a great time. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it looks like you did.
I spent far too much money on pop vinyls. I nearly spent even more money on pop vinyls, but I managed to rein it back in a little bit. Although I did get Cocaine Bear with the leg. Do you want to see?
Yes. Show me Cocaine Bear with the leg.
We have Cocaine Bear chewing on a leg. Look, he's got a leg. So I'll get the reflections. He's got his little leg there. I did want Cocaine Bear with the bag of cocaine, but they didn't have him there, so I need to get that one for the collection.
So they actually do one. They actually do one with the bag of cocaine.
I think there's 3 different variants. There's one with the leg.
Yeah.
There's one with the leg. There's one where he's sitting there and he's got white powder all over him, and there's a little bag with him. And I believe there's one where he's like, I think he was going up the tree.
Yeah, that would make most sense.
So yeah, I think there's 3. There's definitely 2, but I swear there was a 3rd one where he's going up the tree. And yeah, my daughter enjoyed it. We had some wicked things there. I managed to get myself a handle on old Cloud Sword.
You did?
What's it called?
The
Buster Sword. Yeah. No, my name for it was better. The stabby slashy pokey stick. But yeah, no, it was a really good day. It was a long day actually. I've never been to one, so I didn't know what to expect.
They are long days.
It was fucking ginormous. Like I go into the first little bit and thought, this ain't actually that big. Then I realised there's a whole nother section over the other side. There's this really cool section they'd set up. I don't know if this is the same at every Comic-Con or whatnot. It was called Asian Pop, right? And it was all like Asian inspired, like anime kind of like the music that's in animes and bits and pieces.
The K-pop sort of stuff.
And literally they just had this dance mat set up. Everyone crowded round it, and they just they played about like 30 seconds of a song, then it would count down from like 5 to like, and they'd play another bit of a song, and people could just run in and do like almost like a flash mob type thing. And we stood there, me and my daughter stood there for about 10-15 minutes. It was wicked. All these just random people running in, just doing all these dances. Like, how the fuck do they know all these dances? And there was this child, must have been about 6 years old, running on and popping and locking and doing. I was like, this is fucking wicked. Like, and my daughter's really getting into it, and obviously she don't know any of the moves, so she can't join in really. But it was wicked.
She'll be into anime soon enough. They all go through that stuff.
Well, yeah, a few of her friends are massively into like Demon Slayer and bits and pieces like that. So
Jujutsu Kaisen, all the stuff that Rich.
Although it wouldn't bother me if she gets into all of that. Like I say, I have tried a few in the past, but I feel I've tried to dip my toe into the heavy end. Like I said, I tried watching Neo Genesis Evangelion, and like Rich told me, like that's like hardcore. Like,
it is.
But it's like that's like going like baby steps. Fuck baby steps. I'm going into like you're like like NASA level kind of fucking, you know.
Well, it's all existential fucking.
Well, I just like the idea of
kaijus,
kaijus, and like, because I'm like, yeah, I like Pacific Rim. Pacific Rim's a decent film. This kind of looks like it's been like Pacific Rim ripped everything
Gundam
off of
would be
this.
your better entry, if I'm honest. Gundam would probably be your better entry.
Well, I have started watching Demon Slayer. I quite like Demon Slayer. That's I'm however many episodes through season 1. But the other thing as well is they're so. Like, oh, this is just like we spoke about One Piece before. So, it's 1,000 episodes. Where the fuck have I got time to watch 1,000 episodes of anything?
Mate, like, I'm with you.
So
it's why I haven't finished watching One Piece the anime, because like I got to episode 107 or 108 or something, and I'm like,
only 1,000 more to go.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck, I haven't got the willpower to watch all these, because like I'm watching them and I do what a lot of people do. I watch them while like I'm either lying in bed or I'm like cooking anything. So I just end up falling asleep. 3 episodes go past and I go, I don't know what's happened. Suddenly this guy's got a massive sword now. How did that occur?
Yeah.
And then I've got to go back and rewatch. I'm like, oh man, I'm just setting myself for a fall. So I've dropped off for the time being. But I go through spurts of anime. Like there'll be a point when Rich will tell me all the anime of this season has ended. I'll go, all right, well, I'll go and watch the 12 episodes or something. And then I'll leave it alone. And then weekly, our ex-co-host, Rich, will just text me about something else that's come out, He's watching something else. And I'm like, dude, I have struggled watching Loki every week, let alone fucking this thing that's got like, don't get me wrong, they're only 20 minutes. And of that 20 minutes, there's like a 5-minute song at the start, which is why everyone knows those dance songs.
Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, I just have too much to do. I'm consistently like watching something while I play something, or playing something while I'm half watching something. So I'm like, it just doesn't work for me, because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Unless I sit down with the wife and actually watch something.
Does the wife watch anime or anything like that?
No, she has
no
interest in anime.
Same here. No interest in any of the things that I'm interested in.
No, exactly.
Complete chalk and cheese. No, exactly. I was like, but then she'll throw up curveballs. Well, like when I'm sitting there watching Mission Impossible, she comes to me, why are you watching this? I wanted to watch. So when the hell have you ever wanted to watch stuff like this? What?
My wife tends to like, it's like, I'm watching something, and I'll have my phone out, and I'll just end up, texting her mate back, or just responding to her Discord or something. My wife will tell me off for having my phone out, and then I look across 2 minutes later, she's on her phone. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's kind of one reason I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy that we had a daughter instead of a son, because the daughter can now take on the responsibility of going and watch all the shit films that I don't want to watch. Like my daughter can watch the like lovey-dovey rom-com bullshit that I don't want to watch, and I'm like, yes, that's fucking great. Like you can take all the pressure off of me having to watch this rubbish. When the wife's like, oh, should we watch this like latest fucking Zac Efron or fucking I don't even know if Zac Efron does. He does more serious movies now, doesn't he? But you know what I mean?
I think
insert rom-com actor here, Chad Michael Murray, that's her favourite. Like this new Chad Michael, I'm like, oh, yeah, I don't want to watch this bollocks. Like, it's like, oh, look, it's Mini You. Mini You can watch it with you, and I'll go and like, kill some zombies or like, do something constructive. Like actually like with my time.
My thing is with all them rom-coms, it's like, Kate, if I can tell you the end of this film before this film starts, can I leave? So, all right. He's going to be miserable, then he's going to fall in love and get the girl. All right, done. Right, there we go.
Okay, but one thing I also is, can your wife not do the same when she goes, oh, you want to watch Bond? Okay, yeah, Bond survives in the end. Job done. He wins. He saves the day.
And I go, all right, I'll watch it myself.
It's like, at this point, I think that there is not a film that you can tell me that's coming out that I can't like nail the plot for it straight away. Like I'm pretty honed in on this movie lark,
Oh, what's the film called? Spider-Man. All right, he wins. There you go.
Spider-Man. Right, Spider-Man. Okay, he dresses up like a giraffe. Yeah, cool, wicked. No,
sorted.
Like
sorted. Got it.
But yes, how? After we've heard about the colossal fuck up that was my week, how was your week?
My week was the usual fare at work, just travelling up and down this annoying country. Went to Norwich a couple of times. Actually, there was a place.
Norwich is all right.
Yeah,
I don't mind Norwich.
I don't like the 3.5 hour drive that it is to Norwich.
Oh, yeah, fair.
right? But there's a movie and TV store
Right.
by the Forum, and I went in there, and there was a load of cool things. I was like, do I send TJ a load of photos of all this cool stuff?
You could have
And
done.
then, yeah, I considered it because, like, obviously they've got a whole horror section. I don't know
Yeah.
whether it's just because it's Halloween week or not, but they've got a whole horror section. Loads of cool models, loads of, like, models of Jigsaw, models of Myers. The big 12-inch
Yeah, like
sort
the
of
NECA
model.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, TJ, I'd love all this stuff.
See, I've never I like all the diorama stuff. I like all the NECA makes some really wicked stuff, but I kind of I've had to mentally check myself out from those things and be like, no, I can't be interested in them because I don't have anywhere to put them, and the wife would definitely divorce me because I spend too much money on pop vinyls, Lego, and all that rubbish anyway. It's not rubbish, it's amazing stuff, but that's what she calls it. So I have to draw the line somewhere. Yeah. And it is with those things, because literally I would have stuff hanging from the walls, hanging from the ceiling, because I've just literally the when we lived in our old house was a really small house, and I commandeered loads of space for my crap, because we bought a starter house, one bed starter house, and then obviously the market crashed. We couldn't move because it was we were a first time buyer. We couldn't move. We ended up being there for like 10 years. I had to convert the upstairs to a 2-bedroom. Luckily, it was big enough that I could move walls around and stuff upstairs. Yeah. We made it into a 2-bed to have our daughter. But the thing was, when we moved in here and I knew I could have my own room, the man cave, the wife was like, that's cool. You can have your own space. You need your own space, but all your crap stays in your own space. It does not float into the rest of the house. And I was like, oh, okay. So if I start to then buy other stuff, it's like, start creeping it into the lounge. I'll just put a model over there, and before she she wouldn't be happy.
Well, that's why my room's a tiny shoebox of a room. But yeah, all my shit has to go in here. Katie won't have it anywhere through the house. Now, when we lived in our other house, a bit like yourself, I used to have the Millennium Falcon would be in the front room, and other various bits of Lego would be about the place. And now it's all piled into this tiny shoebox room. Yeah. I'm like, I haven't got any room to put anything. So most of my shit is now in the loft, where it lives forever now in the loft. But that was my problem, because when I went to that movie store, I was like, oh man, I'd buy some of this stuff. And then I'm like, but you can't put it anywhere. You're literally buying it to say that you bought it once, and then it goes to live in the loft again. So I'm like, yeah. That's right. That's why Lego's unbuilt behind me, because I'm like, right, if I build that, where am I going to fucking put it?
Well, the wife did say to me, because I bought 9 pop vinyls, and my daughter bought a couple of pop vinyls as well, which I was massively happy about. My wife was like, for God's sake. So I bought 9 pop vinyls, and the wife was like, well, where are you going to put them? You run out of shelf space. And I was like, don't worry, I have a plan. So also I was like, I'm contemplating going back to 3 screens horizontally across in front of me, because at the moment I have a screen here, a screen above it, and then a vertical screen there.
Yeah.
And then I'm taking the telly and I'm going to mount it on this wall behind me here, and then I have all this empty space where the telly is to extend the shelving. And then I can get
Ecto 1 at a time going down in time.
Well, my other thing was as well, I might make the centerpiece here, because hang on, let me move the camera so you can see. Obviously, as you see here, this is like my little Batman section here, there. So obviously I've got the tumbler there, and then obviously the Batmobile just above it. I would move them and buy the Batwing and have them 1, 2, 3 right in the very middle. But then I could still extend the shelves above and below it to give myself extra room. I've already planned this all out. Whether or not, I don't know if it because I am contemplating, after talking the other day, I've looked at it before, but after talking to you the other day about sit-stand desks, I have started looking at them again, and I'm like, oh, it's tempting. But if I bought a sit-stand, I couldn't do that, so I don't know. Because I like the idea of standing and being able to mess about on stream standing, especially with that second camera that I've got behind me. I find the reason I don't go to that more is because it means I've got to turn around, I've got to get out of the chair, I've got to fuck about and then get. Whereas if I'm already standing, no chairs in the way, I can just mess about and be a complete idiot. So I like on stream, which is what I try to do anyway. Or I do anyway.
I've just noticed you've changed your chair. I noticed it the other day on your stream, but I was like,
well, I haven't. Yeah, so the other chair's here, it's still in here.
Yeah.
It's just because that one, like one of it broke.
Yeah. I remember that happening.
And I repaired it, but then I was given this one. I don't like this one but I just have a worry that that's going to break again. So I'm using this for now. I'm going to wait for the November Black Friday sales
Black
and
Friday
look
sales,
big.
yeah.
But the chair that I ultimately want is the Batman Secret Labs chair, but it's £519 for the version that I want. Which obviously I'm a bigger guy. I'm 6'4". I need the XL, and it's £519, and I just can't bring myself to spend £519 on a chair. That's more expensive than some of the components in my PC.
Yeah,
it's a chair, but I also kind of get the fact that it's like I need a good chair. Yeah. It's comfortable. I sit in it for hours and hours and hours. So it's definitely value for... it's like when you buy a mattress and you're like, fuck me, mattresses are well expensive. Yeah. But then you actually think, if I keep this mattress for 6, 7, 8 years, whatever it is, every night I sleep on it, it's actually pence. It's what it costs me per hour if you want to break something down like that. And the chair would be the same, but it's the initial outlay. It's the Spider-Man thing we spoke about. Yeah, spending 70 quid on Spider-Man 2 seems well expensive when there's only 25 hours of gameplay. Yeah. But if you break it down, it's £2.80 an hour.
Exactly. Which is, everything's relative.
Yeah, but it's just the initial outlay is a lot of fucking money.
Because it's like everything. You've got to put down the money to enjoy 20 hours, 200 nights, whatever it is.
Yeah, 100%. I will be looking at buying a new chair, either at Black Friday or the January sales. I will have a new chair within the next couple of months.
So I've got a Secret Labs chair, and I do love it. But again, it was an outlay of like 450 quid, and I'm like, but then I'm trying to justify it to the wife. She goes, why are you spending this on a chair? Can't you just get any other chairs?
50 quid from IKEA.
The price of chair, right? I can buy a shit chair from Argos. Don't get me wrong. But in 3 months, I'm going to go, right, this chair's fucked now. So I need to go and get a better chair.
Yeah.
And then inevitably, I'm going to end up spending 450 quid when it's not in a sale. So I totally feel you with like the chair, especially with a streaming and just the amount of prevalence that you spend sat in front of PC screens. You just need something comfy that you're going to sit on.
Exactly.
So I totally get it. It is exactly like you say, though. It's just that initial outlay where you're going, fuck.
But ultimately the plan is to, when I buy a new chair, I'm still going to keep probably this chair here because my plan is to, because I've done a couple of streams with the wife, getting the wife involved to play DBD and stuff as well. So I'm going to keep the second chair. I've got space. I can just sit it here. It's out of the way. And then I've got a chair for her to sit in that's comfortable, because that's the one thing she always complained about is we bring one of the dining chairs in and they're nowhere near as comfortable to sit at. So yeah.
No, dining chairs are only really good for sitting at the table eating
for like half hour, and then sitting back on the sofa or whatever.
Yeah, I can totally back you there. Right, so we are talking. It is, of course, Halloween. And we should probably move through our show, because our show tends to go long no matter whether we try and cultivate it or not.
Well, it's a different show than normal, isn't it, this week?
It is a different show.
So, explain to people what kind
so,
of
guys,
pod
normally
this is.
what we normally do is do some calendar news and some birthdays, and then the news of the entertainment news, and then we do our show special, then we go on to a quiz. Now, we have got elements of that, but what we're going to do today is we're going to do what we used to do on our other older podcast, which every now and then me and TJ would sit up together and we would watch a film, and then we would talk over the film. Almost like a commentary. We give you a timer so that you can see where we are in the film.
It's above my head.
There you go. TJ's pointing it out for you right now. And we'll just talk. We talk over the film because we're watching it, but we commentate on the film.
Yeah.
And we like to do this because it's fun for us, because we get to watch a movie together, which we always like to do. And you get to watch it with us and listen to our sort of babblings if you want to watch along with us. Sort of a watch along. I think, was it Mystery Movie Theatre 3000?
Yeah. We just called it Mystery Movie Theatre, didn't we? I don't know where you got the 3000 from, but yeah.
Oh, no, I'm talking about that was where it originally came from. There was a TV show.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, okay.
Mystery Movie Theatre called
think
3000.
when you used to buy DVDs, and you'd go in and you'd get like audio commentary from the director and the main star. That's the kind of stuff we do. So they chat about the film as a film, because it's the same kind of thing we do.
Yeah,
but just
exactly.
we're better. We're better at it.
Yeah, we're better at just, it's two idiots talking about the film that we didn't create or had nothing to do with.
No, but it's better.
Just babble. Just for your entertainment or our entertainment, doesn't matter. Yeah, so just because it's Halloween, I've brought some Halloween facts, dude, instead of opposed to some.
Hit me,
news.
Not literally.
Hit you
please.
with some Halloween facts. Right. So, did you know the origins of Halloween began 2,000 years ago? 2,000 years.
So, in the year 23.
23, exactly. In 23, according to History.com, the first Halloween celebrations can be traced back to the ancient Celts. They lived in the area now occupied by Ireland, the United Kingdom, and northern France, and celebrated a festival called, I'm going to fuck this up, by the way, Samhain. Samhain, is that what it is?
Samhain.
October 31st, on October 31st, just a day before the Aztec, Toltec, and Mayan cultures were celebrating Dia de la Muertos. I practiced this yesterday and I fucked it up today. Unbelievable. Dia de la Muertos. Is that right?
Dia de los Muertos.
Muertos. That's right. Which is
Day of the Dead. Yeah.
It was marked the day before their new year and the start of winter, and a time when the dead were believed to return to the earth. Now, I suppose you hear more about Day of the Dead or Dia de la Muertos more now because it's been in films, and I don't think they celebrate it so much in England, but you do see more.
It's a massive festival thing over there, isn't it? Like it's definitely like an event, like the whole Day of the Dead, and you like the candy skulls and everything. You know, they become very prevalent in tattoo culture and that as well.
They have,
and just in imagery in general, in art and everything. Yeah, I do like a good candy skull. I always thought about getting one, but it wouldn't fit with the sleeve that I have, and I don't know where else I'd put one.
Yeah, so I mean, because you get good tattoos where the skull's the centerpiece, and then you get a lot of like I want to say artwork, but it's like squiggles and other shit that they have. Not calling them shit, by the way, before anyone gets upset at me. Maybe I am calling them shit. Right.
Some of them are definitely shit.
Yes. Depends on your tattoos. Go to a good tattooist first, kids. Don't just go with Bob down the road who says you can knock it out for a $5, because you'll get a $5.
You'll get a fucking stick man.
Yes, exactly. And it's tat. And when you show it to your mates and go, look what I had done, they'll go, yeah, did you do that? Is that Byron?
Depending on how good of friends they are, they'll be like, oh, yeah, that looks wicked, dude. And then when you've left the room, they're like, oh, my God, what a doofus.
Yeah, exactly. That's on him forever now. That's forever. Right, so trick-or-treating evolved from a tradition called souling. During the Celtic festival of Samhain, what did you say? Samhain.
Looking at it, it looks like Samhain, but knowing that it's an Irish word, like if we know anything from Irish words, it's probably not said how it's spelled. Obviously, looking at names, they have Siobhan, which is spelled like Siopan. Neve is like Neamph. So I don't like. I would say Samhain.
Yeah,
but it's probably. I mean, if we have any Irish people who can phonetically break it down for us in the comments, that would be massively. Maybe I'll ask Kerry actually.
Yeah, ask Kerry. Kerry
on the next stream. How that is actually pronounced.
It was customary for poor children to go door to door begging for food and money. Yeah, that still happens, except no food, just money around us. Business Insider explains that in exchange for their generosity, children would offer to pray for their souls of the recently lost loved ones. Hence how it got its name, souling. Oh, okay, that's interesting. I just thought it was people who wanted sweets, but now apparently it's. I'm going to tell them, when they come knocking on my door in 2 days or 3 days, whatever it's going to be, I'm going to say, oh, yeah, I've lost someone. I expect you to crack out a prayer for me. What do you think they'll say to me, TJ? What do you think?
Sorry, say that again. I was just writing a message to Kerry. Sorry, what did you say?
I'm going to ask the kids that come knocking for candy. I'm going to go, all right, well, now you owe me a prayer. So if you could just pray for a lost one, do you think they'll go, fuck off, mate? I just want the fucking I just want the fucking Snickers.
I reckon your house is going to get egged and toilet papered, mate.
Yeah, exactly. Do they do the toilet papering thing by you? No one ever
No,
gets toilet
no,
paper.
I don't have any
Just
trees outside the front.
firebombs,
Firebombs, Jesus Christ, Beirut. No, I've known people that have egged houses and cars. Cars is the more prevalent one.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the thing is, like, we don't have. I live on a main road, so I do have a tree in my front garden, if you want to call it front garden, outside the front. But yeah, you'd have to come right up near to my front door to throw. So I'd get you and bury you in my garden. Along with all the other.
Sit outside my window with a pellet gun going, try it, bitch. Try it. Right. So 19th century immigrants popularized Halloween in the US. Obviously, when you think about Halloween, you always think, oh, this is an American sort of cultured thing. But as previously stated, it's very much from the UK, Ireland, and the northern of France. So, right. 19th century immigrants popularized Halloween in the US. Despite colonial New Englanders aware of Halloween, History.com explains that the celebration was very limited due to their strict Protestant beliefs. I suppose I could see that. It wasn't until the second half of the 19th century, when a wave of Irish and other European immigrants arrived, that the holiday became widespread across America. So again, even though you think of it as I think Americans made it more prevalent, even though it comes from Europe. We started this thing with the Celts, but essentially America just took it to the nth degree and actually really enjoy the holiday, as previously stated at the start of this podcast. Whereas we sort of went, no, we'll put a pumpkin out, maybe. And that is basically how it is over here. Yes, mate.
Right. Are you listening?
I am listening.
How to pronounce Saoirse Ronan?
No, that's her name. Hang on. I should have looked that up first. Hang on. How to correctly pronounce...
You have to type it out.
No, hang on.
We are looking at how to pronounce the name of this Gaelic festival, marking the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter, or the darker half of the year. How do you go about pronouncing it? Samhain. You don't want to stress on the first.
Yeah. I mean, I could have just put that on like YouTube on the PC, and other people would have heard it, but you wouldn't have heard it. So, so yeah, Samhain apparently.
Samhain.
So we would look at it as Samhain.
How would you even get Samhain from fucking?
Well, this is what I mean. It's like the Irish way of like spelling and saying something is very, very different than our interpretation in English, isn't it?
Yeah. So apologies. It's Samhain.
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 Samhain. Yeah, yeah. I'm just looking at like reading it as, but then when I said how I thought it was said, and then I'm looking. Oh, actually, no. It's like it's Celtic and Irish and that. So yeah, it's definitely not going to be how it's spoke. But yeah, carry on. Samhain.
So just give you a bit of background on jack-o'-lanterns. Now you know about jack-o'-lanterns. We talked about pumpkins.
Yeah, kids steal them outside my fucking front door.
They fucking do. So jack-o'-lanterns comes from the Irish folk tales about Stingy Jack. Old Stingy Jack. Irish Central details the myth of Stingy Jack, who is eternally doomed to roam the earth at night after making a deal with the devil. To guide his way, he lit coal in a carved-out turnip. So...
that must have been a pretty small, like turnips are tiny.
Yeah.
Like this tiny little fucking turnip.
Inspiring Irish and Scottish people to do the same. When they later immigrated to America, however, they realized that native pumpkins there were more ideal surface for carving.
And they're a lot bigger.
So, they are. I mean, unless you've got massive turnips. And turnips, aren't they fucking renownedly difficult to cut into?
I don't know. I do like roasted turnips, but other than that, that's all my turnip knowledge that I have is that they taste delicious.
Well, I don't like pumpkins. I'd like roasted turnips, but I don't think I'd like pumpkin at all. Have you eaten it?
Pumpkin seeds are quite nice.
Yeah, pumpkin seeds aren't bad.
But I've never pumpkin soup.
No.
I don't think so. I don't think I've ever had it.
A pumpkin pie?
It doesn't. Nah. I may have tried it at one point, but I can't say that it's something that I know I like. If that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. That makes sense.
If I've tried it, I've put it out of my memory because it was that disgusting.
Yeah, I've already carved it out. I mean,
I've already I've put that at the back there because nope, don't like that. Get rid of that. The experience was not good.
Yeah, exactly. Put it away. Don't need to think about that ever again. Obviously, we were talking about trick-or-treaters. Now, it wasn't until the 1970s that sweets and candy was exclusively doled out for trick-or-treaters. According to History.com, trick-and-treating became popular in America in the 1930s when it was acceptable to hand out everything from homemade cookies to nuts to toys to coins. Candy companies started marketing pre-packaged Halloween offerings in the 1950s, and 20 years later, it became the primary treat given out to kids. So it's been going since the 1930s, but candy companies thought, hold on, we can make it.
So realistically, I should hate Halloween like I hate Valentine's Day then.
Yes,
because I have a disdain for Halloween for Valentine's Day because I believe Valentine's Day is a holiday that has now been completely overtaken by the card and like chocolate.
By Clinton's,
and
basically.
Yeah, well, obviously I don't know if Clinton's is worldwide, but we'll call it Hallmark.
Yeah,
like,
Hallmark.
Whoever the card company, whoever the like flower, because it's just like. This is one day where you need to tell your partner you love them. No, I could tell them 364 other days of the year. Why do I need this day? Who come up with this bullshit? And now they just profit massively off it. So theoretically, I should hate like Mars and Cadbury's and all Nestle and all those fuckers for turning Halloween into bastards.
Into a profit. Into basically that's what they're after. It's profit.
Yeah.
I can't imagine giving out toys to kids. Here you go. Here's a £30 pop. Here's a £30 pop.
Fuck no.
Fucking no chance.
Come near my fucking pop collection.
Watch out, they'll come in and take that and all if you put it anywhere near them. Fucking hell. Took your pumpkin. Find your pop smashed down fucking 20 minutes down the road. Yeah, so that's all the little bits of things. There are more kids. Like, don't get me wrong. If you want to prove us wrong and give us any other facts, put them in the comments below or send a message, an email. Put in a carrier pigeon, however you want to get it to us, then you can get it to us. Right, we're moving on to our main point, which is the film.
The movie.
Are you all set up?
Yeah, I'm all set up, ready to go. Depends on what you want to say about it to start.
Yeah, so this obviously, just so everyone knows, obviously we've been burying the lead for the past couple of weeks on streams and stuff, not actually telling people what we're going to watch. I hinted at it by calling it Scary Movie.
It's not a scary movie.
It's not. Well, it was originally Scary Movie. So Scream was originally titled Scary Movie. That's the film, by the way. We're doing Scream.
Original 1996 Scream.
Yeah, 1996. The probably my more favorite one, I suppose. And I've watched all 6 now.
So Scream and Halloween are my 2 favorite hacker slasher franchises by a country mile. As long as you keep the components relatively the same, I will enjoy them no matter what. I have this.
I enjoyed all 6.
I have this. Blinkers on. I don't care. You're not making. Give me Ghostface murdering people and a telephone call with a distorted voice. The Scream film's going to be brilliant. I don't care. Like, no one can tell me any different. Halloween, if you keep Michael Myers, like, you have that music playing in the background, you have him like massacring people left, right, and centre. It's going to be brilliant. The minute you change that, you release Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, which was complete bollocks and bullshit, and it just
4, but
no, it's Halloween 3. Season of the Witch is Halloween 3. The minute you change what makes your franchise amazing, you just get in the bin. Just get in the fucking bin because you're not welcome.
In the bin.
You're not welcome. But like I say,
that was the Halloween masks one, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was toys. It was toys. So it was a toy maker that was making possessed toys in Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. It was just crap. There's no Michael Myers. It was like, what the hell's going on here? I kind of like, they were like, okay, yeah, we want to get away with this. Maybe we've killed Myers. No, you haven't. Myers is not dead. Like, you might have poked him in the eyeballs in like Halloween 2 in the hospital, but like, don't worry, he's ever present. He's like he's unmurderable.
That's what's terrifying about him. You shoot him 7 times, and then he just goes, "He's dead."
The same with Ghostface.
He's gone.
And what I love, what I love about Ghostface, and why I feel that Ghostface is in the pinnacle, like of slasher characters, is because Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, give me some more. Pinhead, Pennywise, you know, what do they all have in common?
They murder people.
Yeah. What else do they have in common? I tell you, they are all one person. We all know who they are. We all know everything about them.
Yeah.
Where does Ghostface differentiate from all of those?
Well, he's whoever.
He is whoever. You have no idea who he is. He can be and is anyone.
Yeah.
So anyone, even your closest ally, your closest friend, your most hated enemy, anyone could be Ghostface. Yeah. Ghostface will be ever present because Ghostface is an idea as opposed to a person. And that's why I love Ghostface, because Ghostface is everyone. Yeah. And anyone.
Potentially is everyone. And they do that great thing in the film where, because he's Stab within the movie realm, Stab is such a predominant thing that then you get those great scenes where everyone is wearing Ghostface.
Yep.
And then you're like, well, this could be fucking any of them, all of them.
Yeah, exactly. It ramps up the tension, because the fear is, if you see Michael Myers, okay, shit, there's Michael Myers. In a crowd of people, there is one Michael Myers. Yeah. In the movie, you know, obviously in real life, there's going to be loads of people dressed, but what I'm saying is in the movie sphere. But yeah, Ghostface, just there's fucking hundreds of them, just like all in the movie theater or all around the town or whatever. You're just like, what the fuck?
Exactly. So if you're terrified of someone who's murdering people as Ghostface, and then the entire town is dressed as Ghostface, you're like, oh shit.
Yep, exactly. So, that's what they did so well. Where it's just like from the start they made it. Oh, okay, yeah, it's just a costume you can buy from any old store, and that's exactly what it was. They bought a costume. It's made by Funworld. It wasn't commissioned by the movie studio. It wasn't like, it was just a generic horror costume that they bought to star in this film, made by Funworld. Like, they don't own the rights to the movie, and that's why Scream, Ghostface, is technically in Dead by Daylight. Dead by Daylight behaviour, they never got the rights from the movie company. That's why Sidney Prescott's not in it. That's why Woodsborough's not in it in the game. But Ghostface is, because it was easy for them. They go to Funworld and go, can we license your mask? Of course you can. Brilliant, thank you. We now have Ghostface in the game. Cost them like a hell of a lot cheaper than to get the actual proper Scream license.
Oh, gotcha.
So, and the movie company can't do anything about it because they don't own the rights.
Exactly. It's the best way to, well, you know, it was clever of Wes Craven, who's the director and the creator of it, to sort of go, well, let's make it, well, what he's done is exactly what you said. It's just, let's make it so anyone can do this. Anyone can be this. Anyone can, you know, put on this mask and suddenly they're a killer, or potentially they're a killer, which is what makes it so scary. As I was saying, so Scream was originally titled Scary Movie, but the Weinstein brothers retitled it after hearing the 1995 Michael and Janet Jackson song named, that's right, you guessed it, Scream. The change was made so late in production that the cast crew merch had already been created with the title Scary Movie. And while Wes Craven eventually came round to it, the director admitted in the DVD commentary that he initially didn't like the new title. I think, personally, Scream's a better
than Scary Movie. Obviously, we're a little bit clouded in that because there is Scary Movie, and we see this as a comedy. It's
a parody.
Parody. That's it. That's what I was looking at. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, of every horror film that's ever been made. If you had said, "Oh yeah, with the Scary Movie," it just doesn't have the same ring. Scream. It's short. It's quick. It's to the point. You all know what a scream means. The front cover of the movie where you've got Drew Barrymore's face, like you know, it works. It works fantastically well.
So I wonder if, like, because obviously in the movie world, they call them the Woodborough murders Stab, don't they?
The movie franchise, starts being called Stab, doesn't it? Yeah.
I wonder where that came from. I wonder if someone went, oh, maybe it makes more sense because obviously the one thing I will say about Ghostface is he very rarely uses anything other than a knife. He does use guns.
Up until they made a very big point. So pretty much everything is stab, 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 stab.
Yeah.
Up until the newest one.
Yeah.
Because they made a big point in all the posters, in all the merchandise, everything. The rules have changed because Scream follows a set of rules. Essentially, that's how they.
Yes.
That's how they.
One of the things I love
the whole
about
movie.
that film. It's one of the things I love about it is it follows movie lore.
Yes, yeah, and they point that out throughout the whole franchise, but they made a massive point of new city, new rules. It's New York, and he walks into a shop, and it's the first murders a few people, and then he walks into a shop and shoots someone. You're like, what the fuck? Ghostface actually shoots someone? What? What? And it just becomes, oh, okay, this is ramping it up to the next level.
Yeah, because he's like I say, initially they never, the terrifying thing is that somehow, no matter fucking who it is, they're strong enough to just stab everyone to death, regardless of what goes on.
Yeah.
So I always like the knife. I always like the fact that it's because killing someone with a knife is basically a crime of passion because it's really got to be.
Yeah. I always like the cleaning of the knife.
Yeah.
After you're like, oh, that's cold. Yeah. Just get your blood off my knife. I need this clean. And it's something I like in Dead by Daylight as well. There's in Dead by Daylight, all the killers, once they've hit someone, there's an animation that goes in where they either clean the knife, they flick blood off the knife, they do, and they've definitely stolen it from Scream. But it works so well. Just
another thing about being that we were talking about the voice of Ghostface. So that's actually got a connection to Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, this I didn't know.
No, I didn't know this until I read it. So the actual voice of Ghostface was recorded by an American voice actor, Roger L. Jackson. The voice acting veteran has not only provided Ghostface ominous phone calls, what's your favorite scary movie? Voice in all the franchise, franchise 4 films. I'm fairly confident he did it in the others as well. 5 and 6.
Possibly. This you might have got this from something before the others were released. Yeah.
But has worked on a dozen video games, so that fits in our TV shows and animated films throughout his career. His most famous vocal performance, aside from Sidney Prescott's serial killer Stalker, was the Powerpuff Girls, the formidable mad scientist primate foe, Mojo Jojo.
I didn't watch Powerpuff Girls. My daughter never
watched
it.
I always remembered Mojo Jojo.
I do not know who Mojo Jojo is.
He's a little monkey who's got, think Pinky and the Brain sort of level IQ.
Okay. Which one, Pinky or the Brain? Because there's a big difference.
Brain.
Okay.
The Brain.
It's a big difference.
It is a big
I'd be less scared of a Pinky than I am of a Brain.
What are we going to do today then, Brain?
What do we do every night?
Do you know that that's meant to be a Manchesteran accent for Pinky?
Really?
Yeah, supposedly. I listened to the voice actor.
I haven't watched a Pinky and the Brain episode or any Animaniacs or anything like that in a long, long time. So I'd need to watch it again to actually refresh.
There's a new series of Animaniacs.
Oh, really? I used to love the Animaniacs.
There's a new series.
We are Animaniacs.
We are zany to our slacks. But yeah, the same guy that does the voice of Pinky also does the voice of Yakko out of the Animaniacs as well.
Uh-huh.
I know a lot about voice actors because I'm sad like that.
Well, you are one, so...
Yeah, exactly. So I take a great interest in listening to voice actors and all the voices that they do. I knew you were going to do that.
But yeah, so interesting. Like I say, Scream, better than Scary Movie, as in the title, 100%. Yeah. Oh. So just reading up here something that Jay's put in, because Jay's just having a conversation with his wife at the moment. The writer of Scream, along with obviously Wes Craven, Kevin Williamson, also did The Faculty, and I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah. I thought that was really interesting.
The Following. Where's this? The Following? Is that the Kevin Bacon TV series?
I think Kevin Bacon's in it. It's the TV series. Yeah.
Kevin Bacon and I can't think of the guy's name. Purefoy, something. It was in the first Resident Evil film. Purefoy. I think he's the serial killer, isn't he?
Yes.
Who obviously is following. He's following Get Him Out. Is it Sean Purefoy? James Purefoy, whatever his name is. But yeah,
he's having a J moment where he can't say words.
That's a really good season. It went a little bit off the rails the more they went into it, but the first 2 seasons were really, really good.
I know watched it.
It's really good. Kevin Bacon. It's a return to form for Kevin Bacon after he'd done some absolute tripe stuff.
Some drivel.
But you kind of like what I was going to say with obviously Kevin Williamson also writing I Know What He Did Last Summer. It's a lot of films that I feel that tried to piggyback off of the success that Scream had, like the new wave. Because when you actually think about it, we had a ton in the 80s, right? Like a ton of iconic hacker slasher type films, that had the character that they brought into the series, it becomes iconic. So I say, Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, and then it kind of it dulled out a little bit in the early 90s, and there wasn't really was Candyman 90s?
Fell down.
Well, yeah, it kind of. I'm trying to think, but still, even Candyman's not to the prevalence of.
Wasn't the 90s the rise of such things as Final Destination, where
so maybe it becomes a presence and an entity as opposed to one figure. Although Tony Todd was kind of death-ish, wasn't he, in the Final Destination?
He was,
That's how they kind of played him off as an incarnation of death. But I suppose, and then obviously Scream was in 1996. It kind of brought back that. The iconic slasher vibes and the iconic slasher character in Ghostface, and then you had I Know What You Did Last Summer was kind of we need to piggyback off the back of this, but nothing ever really took. When you think that all those films, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, Friday the 13th. And Scream, they're all they're into 6, 7, 8 iterations of the franchise, eight films now. Nothing has ever been able to come close, and it's been since Scream was released in '96. We're now in 2023, so you're talking 17 years, and nothing is we're rebooting Halloween. We're recanoning off of the first film with Halloween, aren't we? With Halloween ends and kills and ends. We're kind of taking Scream into a new direction with a new core group, which is the core group you had in the original film. Well,
I mean, she's been in 5 films and she just wasn't in 6.
They call themselves, don't they? I can't remember what they call themselves in the film. They're the brother and sister twins who both survive. Sorry if I'm giving you spoilers here. Jenna Ortega and her sister's character. We're getting a new core group that you had in the original. In the original Scream, you've got Randy, Sidney Prescott, Gail Weathers, Dewey. They're your 4 core, and we've now got a new core that we're moving on for the next stage of Scream. Nothing else in the hacker. Nothing else in the hacker slasher has been able to pick up and run with the ball and have sustainability that I can think of off the top of my head. Not to the level anyway.
No, even Freddy didn't. So they sort of changed it up as much as they could, didn't they? You'd always keep. Was it the first, and then they didn't do it in the second, or was she? No, she was in the second.
She was in the second one. Nancy.
That's it.
Was she in a? Was she in a mental hospital?
I'm sure, it was.
I'm getting conflated with the second Pinhead film because in one of the Pinhead films they put her in a mental hospital and all, didn't they?
Yeah.
Kirsty Cotton.
Was it? I can't remember that.
You have
wasn't 4 the Dream Warriors?
Dream Walkers, Warriors, something like that. Yeah.
and like they are all like, oh, I can do this in my dreams because I control my dreams.
Yeah.
Terrible. But
and then they started going into New Nightmare and stuff, didn't they?
Yeah,
and then obviously
that's right.
remade it. I really liked the remake with Jackie L. Haley. I think he's a creepy dude. So he like his voice and everything. I think it worked really well, but yeah, obviously it just didn't execute well. Like maybe that's why Halloween and Scream didn't fall flat, because Friday the 13th, the remake, kind of. They had like, what was it, Jared Padalecki or whatever his name is from the Supernatural. That's it. He was in it, wasn't he? And like it kind of fell flat. The remake of Nightmare on Elm Street kind of fell flat. Maybe the reason Scream and Halloween done well is because they weren't a flat reboot. It was like, okay, we're bringing in new characters, but we're bringing back icons. Gail Weathers, Sidney Prescott coming back. So it's keeping it in the same. And like with Halloween, it was like, okay, well, Jamie Lee Curtis, and we're gonna retell the story, but after the first film. So it's not a remake. It's just a sequel that's like bridged off on its own from the original timeline. It's no, we'll take the first film and everything else is null and void. This is going to be and essentially, because you've got like you got Jamie Lee Curtis in it, like, so you got Laurie Strode. It kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, and you kind of like follow that, and it like that new timeline becomes interesting, and it keeps you engaged. Whereas it's like, well, why do I care about any of these characters in the reboots of Friday the 13th? For like, you've got no connection to them. Yeah. Whereas you've got connections in Scream, you've got connections in Halloween. Maybe that's why they done so well.
I think for me, it's sort of like, oh, look, what happened, and now you're seeing 20 years later, this entity, thing, idea, whatever it is, can't be contained.
Yeah.
So, so obviously Mike Myers, even it's been 20 years, 30 years, whatever it's been, he's still out there.
Yeah.
Laurie Strode is still terrified of him because she knows what that fear was.
Yeah.
Scream being completely different because it's just a person in a mask, and that could be anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, they show it in 6, spoilers. It's just because the idea of Ghostface is so built that there's cults built around it. They do it a little bit in Saw as well.
Yeah.
In Saw, where they say like, oh, but everyone's so fascinated with Jigsaw and what he did in order that they follow his ideals.
Yeah.
So you've got fanatics on it, and they're becoming that killer. Although they didn't particularly go that route with Saw overly. I think it was sort of a misleader, wasn't it, in one of the Saw films where she's got all that shit, and then it turns out that it's somebody else that's doing it. Again, won't give the full spoilers away. Go watch the film.
What did you talking about that just quickly before we get into the film? Just because you brought it up, and I watched it recently, and I know you've watched it. What are your opinions on Saw X or Saw 10?
I enjoyed Saw 10 because I very much, probably like yourself, I like Tobin Bell playing Jigsaw. And
John Kramer,
yeah, John Kramer. So I like the idea because he's smart. Now, granted, for him to guess the exact outcome of his situation, I'm sure that arguably, if it had went a different way, they're going, oh no, he's thought about everything. That's his fucking super evilness, is the fact that he can outthink everybody in that incredible short amount of time. Somehow, in a whole different country, he's got a warehouse that he can set all that shit up in.
It's. I like Scream because Scream tries to do something different and fresh with the whole idea of your bog standard horror hacker slasher film. It's like, no, we're going to try something different. I kind of feel they went a little bit convoluted when you start getting in. I liked the idea of Spiral because I thought it was okay. We're kind of rebooting it a little bit here. But there was the storyline behind it was an interesting enough storyline.
Yeah.
And the outcome of what happened in the end. But with Saw X, bringing back John Kramer's great, but it kind of also does mishmash because you're sitting there wondering, fuck, where does this fall? Where does this fall in like Saw law because is it between 1 and 2? Is it
I think it's meant to be.
It's like
just
Saw 1.5, isn't it?
1.
Oh no, I think it's after 1, isn't it? Because 1 is when we meet Amanda,
right?
And then it's Saw 1.5, technically, isn't it? It's in between.
1.5,
It's in between 1 and 2, is where I believe it to be.
Yes, that's
but
right.
yeah, like I said to you, the murders and that are like they're interesting, they're intriguing, like they're inventive. Is why I liked Final Destination, because it's like, what can they do? But essentially, the whole end sequence, it was like one little thing doesn't go to plan, it fucks everything up. If they shoot Amanda in the head, it's fucked.
It's done.
It's done. Over. That kid don't turn up, it's done. Well, it's not technically done because they would have put Amanda in there. But you're like, it's too many fucking variables. There's far too many variables. It kind of ruined it a little bit for me, because I was just like, you're banking on too much. That you're now suspending reality too much. I can go so far, like you have to do in all films, but I can go so far. But now you're banking on 100% of 1,000 different variables going your way.
They're going to come in. They're going to want the money. They're going to, literally.
They both go upstairs for the money at the exact same point. Like
exactly.
Like this happened. This happened. This happened. I'm just like. Nah, I don't. Yeah, no. It was too much. It was inventive up until that point. Yeah. But yeah,
it's definitely one of the better Saw films, apart suspending.
Yeah, because the later ones just got too convoluted. That's what I kind of liked. Like I say, Spiral, because I felt there was an actual storyline of why the guy. If you're going to go completely away from Jigsaw, from Amanda, from John Kramer, from Hoffman, as the police detective, then it was a well worked thing, and the actual reasoning and everything behind it was like, oh, okay, I kind of get why this killer's doing this, and he's using the devices that he's using to seek his revenge, essentially.
Yes.
But so I think I probably enjoyed Spiral more than Saw X, but it was nice to see John Kramer back, and it kind of does make you wish that you had more John Kramer. They killed off John Kramer too early. They needed to, because they get like the whole. They probably weren't planning on making 10 films. Let's be honest. They're probably like, we'll get 2 or 3 films out of this, and that'd be it. So by killing John Kramer, it's a good end to the series. But then they're like, oh fuck no, we've got something here. Let's go down this route, and it just become convoluted and a bit wishy-washy.
Well, it seemed like all they wanted to do by killing John Kramer in I think it's 3 where they kill him is set up the mystery of 4, where it's like, oh, you faked my death.
Yeah, who is it? And ultimately, none of them are as strong or as good a character as John Kramer, and it's like they need him to lead.
Yes,
and that's the thing.
You can buy that, like, he's got other people doing the heavy lifting for him because he's ill.
It's like a
cult.
But
once you kill him,
the cult of John Kramer, the cult of Jigsaw, isn't it?
Well, because he's selling something that people either buy into or not, which is like people don't appreciate their lives. So therefore, I need him to go through some turmoil in order to go, oh shit, I'm living, I'm alive. That's important, and I've let it just wash over. So I do get it. We should probably get on with the film.
Yeah.
Apparently, my mother-in-law's coming around.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So.
Okay. Yeah. Because it's on for like 2 hours. So yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Right.
Excellent. So when you're ready,
Yep. Like I say, there is a timer just above my head there, the blue timer above. If you want to sink in and watch along with us, then go right ahead.
That's it. Right. Scream. Quality movie. While it starts up, obviously it's directed by, as we said, by Wes Craven, written by Kevin Williamson, came out in 1996, stars, I forgot her name now.
Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, Drew Barrymore.
Neve Campbell. Courtney Cox. Matthew Lillard.
Drew Barrymore. Always had a crush on Drew Barrymore. It's crazy, isn't it? How, like, this all just starts with one phone call causing all this issue.
Yeah.
Not into the bob though. Not into the bob.
Not into the bob.
No. Don't hang up the phone on me again, you little bitch. So obviously we're outside now. Obviously Drew Barrymore has just been answering the phone.
The old
about to make some popcorn.
Have you ever made popcorn like this on a stove?
No, never. Have
no,
you?
no. It's like microwave, or you buy in a bag, or like you buy a popcorn maker machine.
It's just.
Is it like? Do you reckon that would work on a normal like hob, non-gas hob, like an electric hob? Do you reckon that would work the same way?
I guess so. I mean, it's just transference of heat, right?
Yeah.
It's just heating up the popcorn so that it pops out. Oh, there it is. What's your favorite scary movie? Oh.
See, she likes Halloween.
Your own heart,
yeah,
mate.
she likes Halloween. Oh, God.
Good old Freddy.
Shut up.
How dare you say that, Drew?
I mean, she's got a point. Like, Nightmare on Elm Street is probably...
The original is
my least favourite franchise in terms of the films losing their luster as they go on. Is it just me, or does she look very pale?
She does look very pale.
Like, I've always wondered this. Did they make her look... Did they put like a lot more foundation in that to make her look more pale because of the movie cover? You know, the movie cover was that white silhouetted face, but she's like Casper. I mean,
she's sort of pale anyway. She's blonde.
She's
not... Is it meant to be like a thing?
I don't know, because she's definitely paler than everyone else in this movie, and it's by design.
Yeah,
because we've all seen Drew Barrymore. She's not pale white skin, you know. Oh!
I mean, like, it always amazed me that she kept answering the phone, because I'd be like, fuck this. I'm gonna gut you like a fish. Who hasn't got, this late at night, hasn't got doors locked anyway?
By yourself?
Yeah, by myself. Them doors are locked.
I mean, yeah. How would... Yeah, this is the one worry, right? Because he's totally right when he says the police would never make it in time. They never would. They never would make it in time. Oh.
I want to see what... Man, honestly, those would be terrifying words to hear. You're on your own.
Do you know, I always realise watching these films as well, like how massive American houses are that you could actually have a full chase with a serial killer inside your house. Mine would be like, I run to the end of the corridor, I'm in my kitchen, shit, I'm cornered, I'm dead. This is like, I can run round the sofa, I can run upstairs, I can pole vault over the landing. I'd be fucking dead in 5 seconds, but I've got no, like, run around ability in my house. It's too small.
He's caught me. He's caught me at the door. Oh, is it?
This is great. This is great.
Yeah. This would be so terrifying.
Yeah, turn on the porch light, love.
I'm shaking in my boots. Steve, would it? Steve. Fuck that.
Yeah, kill the Stevens. Fuck it.
Oh, mate. This would be so... And, like, to see this as well. Like, the amount of time that he's had and just set all this up. would be fucking
And
terrifying.
how has she not noticed that her boyfriend's on the fucking patio tied up?
So Steve's all tied up outside in the pool. Somehow he's managed to do that in the split seconds time.
Yeah, it's silent.
Yeah.
He's going to play a quiz like us, Jay.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I haven't told you the prize for losing yet, Tito.
Oh, shit, are you outside my house?
Check the closet. I didn't say your closet.
Yeah, Casey, turn off the lights.
That's it. And look at that old telly.
Yeah, the old CRTs.
Yeah. Look at the size of the cabinet.
Look at the cabinet.
And that'd be classed as a big screen telly.
Yeah.
Like, now it's tiny.
That's like, and the 4:3 as well. 4:3
Yeah.
aspect ratio. Mate, we used to watch, we used to watch like peasants.
I know. Fucking having to rewind videos and shit.
Oh, mate. When you had to pause the porno and you'd get the flickery lines,
mate,
and you'd be like,
is
I
it-
can't. Oh,
No.
none of
it's
this
covering the
crystal
boobs.
clear pausing.
Oh, man. Oh, no.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not the first one.
No, in the first one, love.
Oh, it was Mummy Dearest.
Yes.
That always annoyed me with the first Friday the 13th. But like his mum was a killer. She's like a 60-year-old woman. Are you telling me none of these young, sprightly thingies could actually stop her?
But that amazes me in this sometimes as well. When you find out who the killer is and you're going, so none of these football players could stop this one person?
But they do it in a clever way, I feel, because you never know who the killer is at any one time. So it could. Right. So when they do a mix of male and a female killer, you never know if it's the male killing that person or the female. And so, like in this scene here, essentially the guy's tied up. So it could be a small diminutive person that's because the big guy's already done all the work. It could be the little person doing the work, you know.
Ultimately, if you've got two people wearing the same outfit as well, then you think you've knocked out one, and then the second one comes out. You don't know it's not. You don't know it's the second one.
Oh yeah, that's going to do damage. Fucking letter opener.
Yeah. She had a whole kitchen full of knives. She's grabbed a letter opener. Oh, it's the chair through the window.
Get a knife. Get a knife. What are you doing?
Yeah. Go to the kitchen. Grab a knife.
Yeah.
There we go.
Don't worry about turning the popcorn that's on fire off.
Yeah. Maybe don't burn down the whole house, Drew. Just suggesting. Maybe don't burn down the entire house. No? Okay, fair enough. There's a little foreboding for you. Get an image of what the killer could be.
She didn't lock that door.
Nope.
So she just walked straight out of it.
I've left one door open, TJ, in case I need to get out and run into the open and get completely
how have you... How can you not shut the door quietly, you dozy mare?
Or even don't, just open a couple of doors.
Why have you still not phoned fucking 999 or 911? Exactly.
Give yourself a chance, love.
What, like...
And why stand there when, you can just run off at this point? He's in the house. You know he's in the house. Yeah, that's it. There's just a load of fields to run past. You'll get there. You'll beat that car speeding along at 20 miles.
You know he's still in there. Why wouldn't you just stay where you are? And wait for your mum and dad to turn up. I mean,
that's it. Now, technically, this would be the killer's first kill as well. He's coming for you.
We'll save that discussion till the end of the film because you're forgetting a big plot point.
I probably am. It's been a while since I've watched Scream 1. I actually watched all the other Screams but Scream 1, so I was like, oh, I know what we're doing for the Halloween, so I want to watch it.
This is a great scene.
Yeah.
When the mum and dad come home and they pick up the phone and they hear this like, as this must be like harrowing.
Yeah. This would be horrible. I can only imagine a parent's fucking worst nightmare. Oh, mate. It's crazy that is, because she must actually see who's killing her before she dies.
Yep.
Isn't that the worst thing you can do? Just run water over that fucking fire?
What else are you going to do at that stage?
True.
It's
Well,
going to do a lot
from
more
fire
than
training, sir, that you damp a cloth and throw the cloth over it.
See, listen to that. Imagine hearing your child being murdered and not being able to do anything about it.
That'd be horrible.
It's such a great scene to ramp up just how terrifying a moment this is.
Yeah.
That's when you also know you literally have to get into the car to drive to your closest neighbour because you live in the middle of the fucking boonies.
Oh, mate.
And then you eviscerate.
Horrible. That would be fucking horrible. Daughter stabbed up hanging from a tree.
Well, she's eviscerated. No. She's been eviscerated, isn't she? Like all her insides are on the outside. And there's
our protagonist.
The still stunning Neve Campbell.
Yeah.
Wow, look at her computer.
Oh, mate.
Look at it.
She ain't running DVD on that.
Mate, she's still got a floppy disk drive. Oh, and he's something else with a floppy disk and all.
Yeah, hey. That's part of his problem, isn't it, if I remember correctly?
See, like, I always felt like after, like, Skeet Ulrich, you're like, he's going places as an actor. Not really, you know. Nope. It was really good actually. In he got it was in Riverdale recently. Yeah, as Jughead Jones's dad.
Oh, right, okay.
But I thought he was gonna do some decent things. I thought he's got the look and the feel of being like you know, and he's a decent actor.
Yeah. But does he? I mean, I suppose this wouldn't have typecast him. Obviously, not giving anything away. Because like again, he's not a, he's got the Leo DiCaprio hair of the time.
I was like thinking, this could obviously. I'm not comparing him to Johnny Depp, but like Johnny Depp got his first steps in Nightmare on Elm Street, and you kind of feel he's got that kind of feel and look about him, like that kind of like desolate loner kind of look that kind of works.
It's good looking, can't see how he wouldn't be put in other films where you need like an attractive male lead.
And he shows in his film he's got range because of how he starts, how he ends it. I love this. I was watching The Exorcist. Can we now have sex?
That's how I do things. We were watching Family Guy. Giggity, giggity. I remember on top of the clothes stuff. You're trying to edge your way into your girlfriend's knickers.
Yeah.
Little did he know that in a couple of years she'd do wild things.
Oh, mate.
Completely different.
Mate. Sidney Prescott gone rogue.
Yeah. With a girl and a guy. It's a 3-way.
Oh.
Cheeky.
Oh. Subtle little hand up the leg gesture. Oh, yeah. No.
Denied. He's gone, hasn't he? Whip it out.
This is like, I was thinking about it, it's like very Dawson's Creek, isn't it? Like putting a ladder up to the window, climbing through the window. You're like, can you imagine if I was sitting there? Or if when my wife was my girlfriend, she was just sitting there in a room and I climbed up for her window, I fucking like, I'd be called a pervert or like a sex pest or something. Like, just randomly climbing through the fucking bedroom window.
Just knock the door like a normal person. Right. It's such and such in.
Can they come out and play?
He wants to do more than play.
TJ.
He wants to do more
the obligatory flash.
That's it. Oh. Look at these. Giggity. She is a bit of a tease. Got to be said. My hand had darted out like you would not believe at that point.
Woodsboro High School. Oh, yeah, there she is. There she is in the lovely lime suit.
It's a choice. It's a choice.
Oh, what is his name? What's the cameraman's name?
Oh, I can't remember.
Oh.
I want to say Jeff.
No, Jeff or Dave. Jeff or Dave. Innit? Oh, what's his name?
Well, you were getting it on last night, Sydney. A young lady was being butchered. I'm going to stick you like a pig.
What was her name? Casey Becker?
Casey Becker?
Was it Casey? Was her name Casey? There are Gail Weathers. Top story, Gail Weathers.
Yeah. Oh.
Steve. Oh, it's Casey Becker and Steve
Casey
Oren.
Becker.
There you go. Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum, that's her name. I actually had some information on Tatum. Apparently, when she gets her end, she kept falling out because she was too skinny. Well, I'll tell you more about that when we see it. Right, so that's alluding to something.
Yeah, going just quickly on the Tatum thing. The most ludicrous thing I've ever seen.
Yes.
Like, to even think you could make it. Hey, it's the Fonz.
Hey.
Mr. Henry Winkler.
In a minute, make some tunes play.
And here he is,
Henry
Deputy
Winkler.
Dewey. Oh, sorry, Deputy Riley. He's porn star Tash.
He keeps for as long as he can. Keeps that Tash.
Yeah.
Old Dave Arquette.
Why are you touching her? Creepy principal.
That is creepy.
Does it touch her face? That wouldn't be allowed nowadays. You'd be that's
mate.
it, up in front of someone for that.
One, the entire school had taken a week off for grieving. So they wouldn't be in school today.
Isn't it amazing, right? Think about this. Curfew because a couple of people got stabbed, murdered.
Mm-hmm. How about just find the murderer?
Well, I'm just gonna say this now. I figured out who it was from this scene.
Did you?
Yeah. Listen to the words that are said.
Yeah.
Pay attention. Like, when I heard what him say that, I was like, That's not something you would say.
Yeah.
Like, and it was like it implanted in my head that yeah. And even that, like, I was just like, oh no, there's something dodgy going on here. There's something dodgy. Like, he knows too much.
Well, it's the way he talks, isn't it? He doesn't do it with any reverence about the people who died. Now, you could arguably say that, oh, he's a joker.
Yeah, but... Stu, you know, they're like Billy Loomis, Stu Mocker are still up, you know, number ones. And Randy as well. Top
Randy's
character.
ace. You're eating grapes. Get over it.
In front of the fountain. See, this is what I mean. Like, when you look at like Skeet Ulrich, Matthew Lillard, one has definitely like played on the comical side, like you know, Matthew Lillard with Scooby-Doo and you know everything. He's in the new Five Nights at Freddy's film as well. Yeah,
he is. I heard that he's in the new Five Nights at Freddy's as well. What are we gonna do, Scoob?
Just look at the fucking size of the house.
I know.
Mine and your house could be amalgamated together and would still be space.
Yep.
And there's no one around.
They've got. Look at their fucking patio is bigger than my fucking
house.
Front room.
Well, you could fit the contents of my house on their patio. What is going on? I hate American people.
I know.
No, I love Americans, really. I just look at the sprawling views. And do you know the annoying thing? That house probably ain't that much more expensive than my house either.
No,
that's
I know.
What's
that's
annoying.
The fucking killer. That's the killer,
Look at it. That is amazing.
Yeah. Imagine walking out your house every day
and seeing that.
Navigated the 40 miles that you've got to get from bedroom to fucking outside.
Jesus Christ. The vaulted ceiling. Oh, motherfuckers. They've got a cupboard for coats. Yes. What? I don't have that.
I couldn't waste a cupboard in
just
this house.
for coats. Look at the old school telephone on the wall.
Yeah, I thought that.
That's
I was like,
wicked.
No, that's an old school telephone.
I wonder if it works. That'd be wicked.
We've got the big screen on. Put the big screen on.
Wood fire as well. Wood fire in the corner.
Yeah. Kitchen's fucking enormous. I mean, this would just be a kitchen with a sitting room, and there's probably another fucking lounge.
Yeah, this isn't even the main lounge. This is just like, you know, the den.
Yeah.
Fuckers having a den.
Oof.
Yeah, it's where we find out about Sydney's mother.
Looks like Matthew Lillard in a fucking wig.
That's fucking terrible.
What are you going to see out there? You haven't got binoculars. You ain't seeing much out that front door. Just fucking more fields, love. Yeah. Analog clock.
How old was Neve Campbell when she did this?
I'd have to assume like 18, although this is America, so she could be 24 and just aged down, basically. How old's she now?
40s?
Hold on, let's have a look.
Yeah, you're going to have to look it up. I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, she's had a nap. She's just woken up. It's dark outside.
So she was born in 73. This came out in 96.
73. She's 11 years older than us, so she's 51 now.
Yeah.
Or will be 51.
So...
Damn, she looks good for 51.
She does look good.
Did you say 73, yeah? I'm 84, so yeah, 11, born. Yeah, 11 years older.
So she'd have been... What?
23.
23, yeah.
Oh.
Which makes sense, because like, that's when they usually do it.
So, yeah, she's playing an 18-year-old... Because their school system's actually are longer than ours, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Wild Things was 1998. It was 2 years after this.
25, yeah. Good age.
Yeah.
It's what I actually liked about Spider-Man when Spider-Man actually hired a teenager to play a teenager.
Yeah.
Like Tom Holland. It wasn't like, oh, let's take 28-year-old Andrew Garfield and put him in school with a, like, you know, fucking 12 o'clock
It's
shadow.
the American way, TJ. That's the American way.
It's like when you find out, like,
this guy's 34.
Dawson, yeah, Dawson's Creek's 48. It's like, yeah, you can play 15-year-old. It's fine, man.
Dear me.
Yeah, I'd like to stalk a big-breasted girl. I mean,
Yeah. You saw one on Friday, mate. I saw their photo.
What? Yeah. I took the original picture of the Taunton, and then as I was about to walk away, she walked in. I was like, hold a minute. And bearing in mind, I was with my 11-year-old daughter. I was like, you just go and look at that while I take some photos over here.
Can you perk them up for me, love?
Yeah.
She must have been cold, that lady. She must have been cold.
Yeah, I didn't care.
For my pleasure.
This is very much the era of the, like, if you look at her hair with the bangs and everything, it's very much Rachel Greenish, isn't it, from Friends? And, and just
prevalent in 1996.
Just quickly as well, I know, like, R.I.P. Matthew Perry.
Yeah.
Sad news.
It is sad news.
We'll probably cover it more on the next pod than this pod. But yeah, R.I.P. dude.
In fact, our main story, maybe we go and do an addiction sort of deep dive.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it sounds like an idea. But yeah, like I say, very, very much like you're looking at those Rachel Green bangs and.
Yeah. I mean, like, it was a hairstyle of the time, wasn't it?
Oh, mate, it was massive. Like I remember reading stories of like people going into hairdressers going, "Oh, make me look like Rachel."
Yeah.
Like love.
Like Rachel.
Might need a couple $100,000 worth of plastic surgery, but.
Whereas Rachel Green, you ain't.
Yeah, Richard Green, you're more like.
Do you want me to sort that stubble out while I'm there?
Could you imagine? She's all laughing and giving it. If he turned around and was like, "You were picking your nose, love." We're like, "Oh my god!"
Oh,
well, that went from 0 to 100 pretty quick.
Yeah. Seems crazy. Like
he's in the house.
Fucking terrifying. Mobile phones must have just come in as well when this happened.
How old was I when
mobile
I got my
phones were around in the 80s, but like they weren't readily available.
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Battery pack attached to it. I'm thinking Gordon Gekko.
Yeah.
Like the Gordon Gekko phone, Wolf of Wall Street. Do you know what I really loved as well? With this scene in particular, is how they sold the door early. It wasn't just like, oh, that's convenient that the door did that. It's like we see it earlier on with her dad.
Yeah.
So you knew
there was a way to do it. Oh God, look at that internet.
Mate, that's quicker than a fucking phone call, that was.
It fucking was quicker than a phone call.
Yeah, I heard screaming.
Man, I mean, I know that we know, but like the way he's looking.
There you go, there's a mobile phone.
Yeah. Why would that make us so suspicious, though? I mean, I suppose the difference is. What, I've got a mobile phone. Who hasn't got a mobile phone these days?
Well, 1996, probably a lot of people. When did you get your first mobile?
I was 15. So...
99.
99, yeah.
It's about the same time as me, yeah. 99. I was
What was your
15
first
or
phone?
16.
Did you have a
Oh,
Nokia?
mate, no, I didn't have a Nokia. I went like, I can't even remember the make of it. It might have been a Motorola, but it had a flip. It had a flippy bit at the front.
Okay.
So I was always like the old flip, like, you know, like, look, I'm super fucking cool. Everyone else had like the amazing 3210 that was like fucking before its time.
Yeah.
And I was like, no,
The
no,
most indestructible phone in the world.
I'm going to get this phone because it looks cool because I can just go flick. Yeah. It didn't end the call. The flick was just there as like to cover the buttons. I'd still have to go, oh, hang on. I'll end the call. I definitely didn't look as cool as I thought I did.
I had the Samsung C32, I think, was the phone. And I remember having it simply because it was the first phone where you could make your own ringtones. And I told myself that I was going to make my own ringtones and then didn't.
Did you ever buy, like, do you remember, like, with the Nokias and stuff, you could buy, you get those codes at the back of magazines, phone this number, input this code, and you get the no fear eyes, or you get something, like, or you get some really shitty ringtone, like, pay £3.
Simpsons.
Full 8-bit quality.
Yeah, that's it. Absolutely brilliant. And they must have been so
Hang on, this is where we find out his name. Lenny.
Oh, yes.
I'm going with Lenny. Well, it's not. We know it's not Jesus.
We're told it's not Jesus.
In saying that, actually, Tatum's quite like pale in this as well. Actually,
maybe it was just the makeup of teen.
Maybe
it's to show that they're younger than what. No,
it's not Lenny. Maybe Jimmy. What's his name? Come on. Kenny. I knew it. And it was like ended in a Y. Like Kenny. All right, Gail, calm down.
He's like me at that age. I'm wearing backwards caps to make myself seem young. It takes 10 years off.
I like David Arquette. The life of David Arquette is amazingly wild. When in fact he went into wrestling and everything and all that. It's fantastic. Did you know he won the WCW World Heavyweight title at one stage? I did not know that. Legit, he won the World Heavyweight title. And a lot of people hail that moment as like when WCW died because you let a Hollywood actor win the world title. You can suspend relief so much, but that's just ludicrous.
It really is.
I love that. Just patronising. Oh yeah, we know what we're fucking doing.
We're police, you douche.
Maybe the fact that Skeet Ulrich does actually look a little bit evil went against him, because he's the perfect for this role, because he does look like that. The eyes, he's very like, it's all about the eyes. The eyes are very like aggressive.
He's got the slick back
even there, look, the stare, you'd be like, oh, why the fuck are you staring at me, dude? It's kind of freaky.
Oh my god, he's got a knife. Here's Kenny with Top Story on his back. Loves that top.
Top Story, Channel 6, Gail Weathers.
Channel 6, Gail Weathers. Does a part of him think that like the game's up at that point? He's like, fuck.
Because that's the one thing that I liked about this, is they were always smart enough to be one step ahead.
Yeah.
Because of the plan, what unfolds in the film when you find out, like with Sydney's dad and everything, they plan it so well that until the final what do you call it? Not the final phase, the final chapter. No, what do you?
Yeah, final. Well, end scenes, I guess.
Yeah, the final. It's got a name.
Final act.
The final act. That's it. Final act. Thank you. It's always, they do it so well in films like this. Like I say, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, it doesn't matter. You all know who the killer is. Everyone knows who the killer is from. It's just the fact you can't avoid him. Whereas in these kind of films, they do such a good job of like disguising the killer until the end.
Yeah. I say it's what's always fun about these films is trying to work out who the killer is.
There's always a twist. The twist once you know the formula, the twist becomes a little bit more obvious and it's easier to figure out.
I enjoyed Scream 6 for the twist, to be honest. I enjoyed Scream 6's twist.
And this always bugged me that nobody else other than Gal Weathers figured out that the police station had a back door. Bam!
Oh, bam!
In the words of Tatum, bam! Bitch goes down.
Yeah. Bam! What you gonna do now, bitch? Why has she got twin beds in a bedroom? Maybe. Who has twin beds?
An American who's got a fucking bedroom the size of, like, you know, that
small front room with a fireplace.
Oh, the thing is, she's gonna, like you said, that room's gonna have built-in wardrobes and fucking everything.
Not enough teddies.
Yeah, why would you have two single beds and not just one big bed?
That's what I'm saying. It's insane.
Unless you have friends stay over, like, constantly.
Yeah, but you just have a double bed and your mate sleeps on the fucking floor.
And they're also four-poster beds as well. If you notice, both of them are four-poster beds. What the fuck? Why have you got a four-poster bed unless you're training for pole dancing?
Like, you just don't need it. You just don't need. It's too much. Oh, dear.
This scene, I cannot get Scary Movie out of my head when Doofus, not Dewey, Doofus comes out of his room with the Hoover.
Yeah.
He's like, don't disturb me when I'm cleaning my room. He's got the fucking Henry Hoover. It's like fucking brilliant. This is the one scene that always takes me to that moment more than any other. Look, here he comes. Dewey's got his gun. But I just imagine him with a Hoover. Like, I'm cleaning my room.
I'm cleaning my room.
Then he answers the phone like, hello.
Hello. What's your favorite scary movie?
Oh.
That's how I used to think I looked on a skateboard back in them days. I thought there was more falling off and damaging myself.
Years ago. Oh, Cotton Weary, Liev Schreiber, great character, great actor as well.
Great actor.
I tried to get in on a skateboard. Must have been about 10 years ago now.
Right.
My neighbour was like a bit of a skateboarder and whatnot, and he tried to get himself back into it. And he bought a skate, and I fucked about outside the front of the house, and I fell on my fucking face. I was like, yeah, this ain't for me.
No, I can't do this.
I don't have the frame for it.
No, I don't have the coordination. I remember just skating, then trying to pop a ollie, as the kids say. That's right.
Well, I used to go snowboarding. Like I went a handful of times back when I was like 16 and that, up till early 20s, and I took the wife as well once. And I don't know if you've heard the story about my wife and the chairlift.
I feel like I have, but please re-enlighten.
So you go up in the chairlifts, and obviously when you get up to the top, like, you're sitting on that, and with skis, obviously you have both skis connected. Yeah. It's nice and easy. With the board, you have to disconnect one foot, so you have 1 foot in the board, 1 foot out of the board.
Right.
But when you get up close to the top, the pylons have got a sign on them and to say to lift the barrier up and get yourself ready to go off. Bearing in mind you're going from like 40 to 30 to 20 feet above the ground, and then the ground all of a sudden meets at that exact point where you can then go off the lift. So I've lifted the board about 20 feet above the ground. I've lifted the barrier up. I've turned to the side. I'm like, get ready to go. At this point, we're probably about 12 to 15 feet above the ground.
Right.
Get ready to go. I look back. She's not fucking there.
No.
about 12 to 15 feet above the ground. Like, where the fuck is she? She thought I said go, so she thought she was fucking Jane Bond and was like, oh, the ground isn't under my feet directly, but I'll still just flop my way out of this chair. She literally fell out of the fucking chair. I'm like, on what? She's in the snow, like, nah,
No, help
I've literally got to the top, fell off. I've gone, stop the lift, stop the lift, stop the lift. I've crawled my way round to her. How she hasn't seriously hurt herself, I don't know. My brother got it on camera. It's one of the funniest fucking things. She's there 1 minute and she disappears the next. It's like, fuck's sake. See, even Courtney Cox has got the fucking Rachel Green. Look, she's got the bangs.
Yeah. It was the hairstyle of the day, sir. It was the hairstyle of the day. In the 90s, everyone looked like Rachel Green.
It is actually... Zoom back out of her face. I mean, she's got a nice face to look at, to be fair, but zoom back out of the face.
No chance. You've got 2 close-up shots.
She's got nice eyes, hasn't she, Courtney Cox?
She has got nice
I like
eyes.
blue eyes.
Thank you. I've got blue eyes.
Yeah, but you've also got a beard. She doesn't.
True.
Big difference.
True.
She's actually got the full Rachel Green, hasn't she?
I wonder if Rachel Green or Jennifer Aniston gave a shit about it, because she'd still be doing Friends while this was going on.
Yeah, it is the same hairstyle, though, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Like the full on with the highlights and everything in it.
Mate, it is Rachel Green's hair. They've literally taken it off.
They've like scalped Jennifer Aniston and glued it onto.
Oh dear.
You know, it's like Kenny realizes she's just a cold bitch. She doesn't care about actually getting a man off. She just cares about the ratings.
Actually got a bit of information here about Courtney Cox from Friendly to Bitchy. Courtney Cox famously approached Scream director Wes Craven about taking the part of determined news reporter Gail Weathers, a role for which she lobbied hard at the time. Cox had been playing kind-hearted Monica Geller on the cheerful, beloved NBC sitcom Friends, but she was eager to break out into an edgier role and prove she could portray characters who weren't always so nice. She says, I wrote a letter to Wes. I think I will always be known as so sweet, and I said, I can really be a bitch. Apparently, Courtney Cox said. So she did this role just to prove that she could be horrible.
It's her iconic role, apart from Monica Geller. Like she has 2 roles in her career that that you associate with her, isn't it? It's Monica Geller.
Yeah.
And it's
Gail
Weathers. Such a shit name, Gail Weathers. It's like if that isn't your stage name, then
And she had the cognitive thing to say filleted.
She's talking about nearly getting stabbed up, and he's still like, you haven't let me bone you yet, love.
Exactly. Look, I'm talking about sex. You're talking about murder. I don't know whether we're on the same page.
You thought I murdered you. At least let me have sex with you.
You almost died. If you don't have sex now, you're going to die a virgin.
I have needs, girlfriend.
Oh. Well, that didn't work out well for you, did it? Maybe hit the gym a bit, though, dude. Those arms are a bit skinny, aren't they?
Henry Winkler playing.
Oh, shit. What's he going to do with them scissors? Oh, okay. I was worried for a second then for them kids. The size of them scissors.
I like Evil Henry Winkler. This reminds me, actually, like there is another scene here which Wes Craven loves putting little Easter eggs in his films, and you're going to see another one coming up shortly as well. That's brilliant.
Well, you know that I'm a big Kevin Smith fan. You can actually see a copy of Clerks in this film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's one of the Easter eggs. Because later on in Scream 3, you see Jay and Silent Bob on the set, and they talk to Gail Weathers.
Yes,
and then in Jay and Silent Bob, it's not Strike. Is it Strike Back?
That's the film, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back,
when you see that, then they go onto the American set and they're filming Scream.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
I've never seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
It's very funny. It's very dated. A lot of people would be angry about the jokes that are in there now.
Yeah, but isn't that the case with almost anything?
Yeah.
Like we've moved 100%. Into a completely different culture.
Teen suicide is out this year. Fuck.
Ricky Lake. Where'd you get it from? Ricky Lake. Oh my god, Ricky Lake. Like for UK, like Ricky Lake was a talk show host, very much in the era of Jerry Springer. I think you had Montel as well. Montel Williams.
Yeah, Montel
was a black guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
They were like very much like our Jeremy Kyle.
Yeah.
Before our Jeremy Kyle, a long time before our Jeremy Kyle.
Yeah, Jeremy Kyle, if anything, he tried to bring back.
It was Jerry Springer, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
He was. He was very much a. Did you know, like, as well, the head security guard, Steve, on Jerry Springer, got his own show as well?
No way.
Yeah,
really?
Exactly the same format as a Jerry Springer show. But Steve, the big bald guy, became the host. Same
Just
format.
Take care of his own guests.
No. Had his own security team. But it's just like Steve built up that much of a cult following, they gave him a show.
Way. No way. Taking it didn't last very long.
I don't know. I've just seen clips of it on TikTok and that.
Oh, paranoid.
I always found
that kitchen toilet, is not very clean.
It's fucking filthy, mate. I always felt Jeremy Kyle was too arrogant and too much of a like he poked the bear too much because he knew he could get away with it because ultimately he'd be defended by his security team.
Yeah.
And he was always holier than thou when you actually look into Jeremy Kyle. He's a bit of an arsehole.
Yes. I never really had much time for Jeremy Kyle, to be honest with you.
I got that mask.
Yes. I saw one of those masks on a thingy in that movie shop.
See, I could be Ghostface.
Yeah.
I murder you, Jay. I could murder you, Jay.
You'd have a jaunt to get up here first, though.
That'd be worth it.
Just do it on stream so I get a big cult following.
Just see me come out the back and start stabbing you up. Oh, that would be cool.
Don't forget, subscribe.
Don't let me die in fame. How cool would that be, right? For the viewers, either mine or your viewers, you're just sitting there streaming, all of a sudden I burst in the door, like Ghostface bursts in the door, stabs you up, like obviously not real, retractable knife, and then I just pull off the mask and it's me, because of your community know me, my community know you, and I'd be like, "Oh shit, hi kids."
Don't forget, podcast on Mondays. That'd be my reaction as well. Like, yes, no school.
A citywide curfew at 9 o'clock, mental. That would never happen here. I don't even know if it would legit happen in America, actually, or whether it just works as a plot device. I don't know.
I think they did have curfews and stuff, but I mean, come on.
For two people,
it's a red rag to a bull. He's been watching a lot of Queen with that Tash.
I was 24 for a whole year. He's so simple. So simple. But lovable. Absolutely lovable.
He is lovable. He was one of the saddest deaths that I saw in the later films. He's one of the saddest.
Well,
deaths.
because he's been through so much. Like the guy is literally like Deadpool. Just cannot fucking die. He gets stabbed up. It's like when they stabbed him up again in, what was it, 3? And so it was, don't worry, they just hit old scar tissue. You're like, fuck off! Shut up! It's like, no!
Because doesn't he say in the one where he gets killed, he's been stabbed like 8 or 9 times or something ridiculous?
Fuck's sake.
Nice.
Makes you wonder, right? So, Weinstein produced this, yeah?
Yeah.
Miramax, yeah?
Yeah, Miramax.
Makes you wonder if this is when, like, you know, the whole Rose McGowan stuff happened.
Yeah, potentially, really, when you think about
This is it. Look at the Easter egg. Here you go. Wait, oh no, when he goes back outside in a minute. Pull the old blind down. scares himself in the mirror. That's fucking great. His hairstyle was never fucking changed.
No. How the fuck did they get away from that door so quick?
Mate, magic. Fucking magic. It's this bit here when he goes outside. Look at
there he is.
His name's Fred as well. It's fucking like, so it's Freddy fucking Krueger. The janitor's name is Fred. Freddy Krueger worked at a fucking school.
Yeah.
Was a janitor at a school. And they've got him wearing the green and fucking red thingy with the hat, and his name's Fred. It's so fucking great. I love it.
Wes loves that kind of stuff. Though.
Yeah, just throw in a an Easter egg to Friday Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's it. Rest in peace, Wes. You are missed.
Loved you, Wes.
You are missed. I don't think you'll ever. I mean, James Wan is probably the closest you get to sort of a good horror director now, and even he's sort of gone into the Aquaman. Ooh.
I never really got Killing the Principal.
I suppose it's just
killing him because he was an arsehole.
Yeah. The bloodlust.
You didn't like the principle.
Well, you know.
Like, because it's by everything like else is by design, isn't it? To work its way towards Sydney. But when I first watched this film, I was like, I never understood it. Obviously, it works it out later on, but I never really understood it to begin with. It's a rumor. I mean, like going back to the horror, John Carpenter.
Oh, he's still going, isn't he? I forget that John Carpenter's still going.
I would. He didn't direct, did he? He was just like an advisor on the recent Halloween films. But John Carpenter's still about, so you put him in that category still.
Yeah.
He's still floating around the ether of movie direction and producer and.
I mean, if you were making a horror film and John Carpenter offered to come and give you some pointers,
as an exec producer,
You go, man, this guy knows horror.
Yeah. Let's boogie. Very much.
It's crazy how he still does things in the daytime as well. Face.
The thing is, it's such an easy costume. Like, think about this. Like, mask off, you can derobe in 5 seconds. It's not like Myers, who, like, you've got to take off a boiler suit.
No,
like,
exactly.
You know, like the Ghostface costume is so easy to take off.
Yeah. people will never know the joy that it was to go to the video shop to pick out a film.
Mate, Blockbuster Video, and we had one called Choices Video here as well.
Yeah.
Loved it. It's great.
I never know the joy
lose
that
time
it was
in there.
going through, going like, oh.
Now I just spend half hour flicking through Netflix.
Yeah, that's it.
Wasting time.
Takes the joy out of it, though, you know, and then running the risk of like, oh no,
They might not have it.
The number one's been gone. It's gone. It's all gone.
Yeah, when's it coming back? 3 days.
Oh, fuck. It's a Tuesday. I'm not going to be able to watch it on a Tuesday. I remember once going to Blockbuster, hiring a film, and they'd put a softcore porn in instead.
Nice.
So
nice.
Like, what's this? Softcore porn. I was gutted because I actually wanted to watch the film that I'd fucking wanted to watch. Not some fucking vampire softcore. I was like, well, I mean, I'll watch this, obviously, for about 5 minutes and then feel disgusted with myself. And then I actually want to watch the film I wanted to watch.
He's such a great actor in the moment. Like, to play this goofy role, it's quality.
That's why he was a really good choice for Shaggy. What's going on, Scoob?
And this as well, what he's saying here, like, when you know the outcome of the movie, you just realise, like, how hard they sold it.
Yeah.
They sold the thought of, like, the dad.
Oh, I love the rant about the formula.
It's quality. Oh, hello, Stu. See, look, just evil. Evil. Yeah. The Millennium. Motives are inconsequential. Yeah. Oh, incidental, that's it.
Yeah.
Good word.
Yeah. It is creepy. He is so creepy, though. They sell this thing, don't they? Like, oh no, everyone's got to be get gone now. Yeah. I can't imagine a place shutting down at 9 o'clock. I mean, we just went through fucking COVID as well.
Closed for closed for curfew. You know what you were saying about Halloween?
Yeah.
Curfew's 9 p.m. This can't be around Halloween because it's too light.
Way too bright.
Yeah.
Way too bright. I don't know where I got that from. I think it's just the
I think because, like, in the later movies, they celebrate like Scream Day, essentially.
Yeah.
Don't they? Because there's I can't. Is it Scream 3?
Well, they have Stabathon, don't they? They're Stabathon.
I'm trying to think where's the one where they first bring. Hang on. I've got to try and remember 3 or 4. I think it's 4. Scream. Yeah, it's got not Kieran Culkin. It's got one of the Culkins in it, though, isn't it? Scream 4, when they, like, the town, like, they've got all, like, Scream dolls hanging from the it's all like a celebration of it, isn't it? And it's a really weird thing. Do you celebrate an actual mass murder that happened in your town?
Yeah. I suppose Halloween sort of does it just simply by the
but
fact
Halloween
that
has
it happened at Halloween.
But then Halloween has, as we discussed earlier, Halloween has, like, historical value.
Yeah.
Like witches and stuff. Like, you may not believe in the shit, the satanic and all that kind of stuff. Like, do you believe there were such a thing as witches? But you understand why we celebrate it and everything. It's taken on a different meaning. Whereas to celebrate, we had mass murder of multiple people in this town. Let's celebrate that day. Seems a bit fucking cold and heartless.
Don't you think, like, obviously, if this was real, they would have taken that ghost mask thing
out of
off
circulation?
The shelves.
Yeah, you would be able to buy it in the black market.
Yeah, but they certainly wouldn't be celebrating. I mean, like in number 2, in Scream 2, they're literally giving the costume away while they watch Stab.
But then again, it is America, so greed is good. Capitalism.
Yeah. Capitalism. Money, money, money.
You know what we were saying about how Matthew Lillard is brilliant at like the facial of like so like, and this bit here, he throws his cigarette on the floor to do his like, yeah, I'll throw my. He throws his ice cream on the floor, doesn't he? Just litters.
Waste.
Oh, I thought he threw it on the floor. I always thought he threw his ice cream on the floor.
Who throws away a good ice cream? I mean, it was strawberry, so I would have thrown it away.
I am nearly 40 years old, but my oh, maybe that's what I thought.
That's what I think, yeah. He just throws a bag of chips on the floor.
Maybe, like, I'm 40 years old in a few months.
Yeah.
My go-to from the ice cream parlour like that is bubblegum.
You see, mine has always been banana, but they very rarely sell.
Very rarely sell banana. Oh, mate, I'll tell you what, I had Haagen-Dazs pistachio ice cream the other night.
Oh, nice.
I love pistachio ice cream, but hardly anywhere makes a pistachio ice cream. But Haagen-Dazs have got a limited edition one. It's amazing. It's limited edition, so...
I have to fucking check the shop.
Lovely, lovely. And what it does that other pistachio ice creams haven't managed to do, I found, is keep the nuts, like hard. They're not soggy.
Yeah. Man, I may have to find it. Love pistachio.
We got an Ocado delivery. Yeah, that's how we roll.
Look at me,
Ocado. Yeah, when the van turned up, I made it. I was like, yes, it's our Ocado delivery. So the neighbours heard me. No, my wife's a bargain hunter. So she finds like, my wife's got about 6,000 emails. You know, like if you've got an email address, you can get like a £60 order, 30 quid off. So, yeah, my wife's got fucking 1 billion emails.
I'll take all the discounts.
I tell you, my wife's dream is to live in America so she can collect coupons. I tell you.
Oh, mate. I loved coupons when I was in America. When you get to Florida, you get like a little book, and it's just loads and loads of coupons. So you're sitting there going, right, we can go here, and we can go here. Ooh, this one's got £10 off. Ooh. Okay, what about this? Oh, this is nice.
That's the other thing about America. Like, you look at the coupon culture. They've all got their own fucking corner shop in their garage, haven't they? Yeah. They've all got 20,000 toilet rolls, 600 bags of fucking pasta. It's like, what the fuck? Like, if there's an earthquake, don't worry, we're surviving.
Exactly, we're all preppers.
Yeah.
Their basements always amaze me in America as well. You go into the basement, you're like, fuck me, there's a house down here.
I'd love a basement.
Yeah, I'd love a basement. Might stop getting told off by my wife for being loud.
Breasticles.
Oh, yes. Rose McGowan, I would.
Do you know you don't see Jamie Lee Curtis's breasts until Trading Places?
Nope. And what a fantastic vision they were. Jamie Curtis's fucking boobs. Good times. They were good times, sir. Love the smoking jacket. Or smoking dressing gown, I suppose is what it is.
Come here, Dewey. He's so happy.
I'm going to get laid. No need for the Hoover anymore.
And this is, I remember this. She sets up the camera, doesn't she?
Yeah. It's
huge, and no one notices. It ain't like some little inconspicuous camera. It's quite large. Look at it. It's fucking massive. How the fuck does no one... When they put the tape in and press play, how do they not notice this fuck-off camera?
Is this fucking VCR or is this fucking video recorder always been here? Whole fucking film crew behind. Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
It's got cold.
It must be cold in there. Look at the size of that fucking garage.
That's how you sort
Look at the fucking size. Like, let's be honest. Garages over here can barely fucking fit a car in.
I know.
They could fit, like, fucking Winnebago in there. Oh, the ominous door close.
Got some trivia after this bit. Fucking hell. That was gasoline can that fucking dropped as well. You shouldn't go and grab beers. That's what happens.
That always amazed me. No one cares that she's gone missing. She went to get beers, and no one was like, "Oh, where's she gone? What's happened to her?
Where have the beers gone?" I mean, she's got a boyfriend as well, and he's just like, "Nah."
Yeah, but we know why the boyfriend don't care.
Yeah, well, I wonder if it is him that does, because obviously you never know which one kills which.
So you always think, don't you, that the costume is like pure black, but when you actually watch this film back, you realise it's got like a glitter effect to it. And the only costume that I've actually seen that looks exactly like that is the 25th anniversary commemorative one that you can buy like over here, unless you buy one import from America. All the other ones are just sheer black.
Yeah, sheer black. It's just black material being cut.
Which is exactly what the one I've got is. It's just sheer black. The mask I've got is the official Fun World mask, but the costume is, I would have had to pay a lot of money for the proper costume. Oh, mate. This is why I think it's Stu. Because I don't think Billy would play with her.
No. It's a weird thing to do, though, isn't it? To murk your missus. I mean, we dream about it every now and then, but no one actually goes out and does it.
Also, he's a clown. He's a clown.
Yeah, I can imagine Billy being all business. So apparently,
mate, your boobs are too big.
Yeah. So apparently, because she's thin enough, she kept falling out of the door. McGowan did. So they had to nail my shirt into the wood, otherwise she'd flop out.
What, here? She'd fall out.
You fell out.
I don't know.
Would that lift her?
That is where I would question it, because they're not very strong, are they?
No.
And I don't know if that would kill her either. I don't know if the
mechanical door just crushing her a bit.
Well, no, I don't know if the
off.
gearing or anything like would be powerful enough to. Do you know what I mean? Oh, and now Billy just turns up. Interesting, Billy. See, we don't know. See, they're both there, so we don't know.
Getting told off because I'm not picking the mother-in-law up.
But yeah, going back to, I don't know if the door lifter would have enough power to snap her neck, essentially.
No, I mean,
I think it would give out.
You'd need a lot. You'd need a lot.
That would have to be like, yeah. But I mean, you know.
You see, it couldn't be Stu that did it, though, because how fast would he get in and out of the park? Well, maybe, I don't know.
But then also, Billy would be wet.
Yeah.
But so would Stu. Yeah. Like I say, it's things like that, you know, it's a movie, so logic kind of goes out. You suspend the belief, don't you? But...
Yeah.
And that looks like an incredibly small bed.
It does. It looks an incredibly expensive bed considering the headboard. Jesus Christ.
The headboard is very
lavish.
Victorian.
Lavish headboard.
But see, this is the point here. Like Sydney believing in us, but that it can't possibly be Billy.
trying her out her acting chops. We just have for Oscar consideration here. Crying.
I can cry.
Oh, this is where they get it on, isn't it?
Yes. They break the rule number 1.
Yeah. Rule number 1, that's it. If you're a virgin, you can survive. If you're not.
So technically, this film breaks the rules.
Yeah. Oh, you see, I mean, there's foreboding as well, really.
Yeah, the way they like, it's just the way they say certain things. They don't talk like normal people talk.
I mean, is he trying to bang her just so she breaks the rule?
Yeah,
but abiding by the rules.
But we don't know about the rules yet. Randy states the rules. I just think he's trying to have sex with her to the point of, I've had sex with you. You know?
I mean, it's Nev Campbell. I mean, why wouldn't you? You'd at least roll the dice, right? What did she say? We got a good
why
porno?
can't this be? I can't remember what the first thing she said, but why can't this be like a good porno? Getting consent. Well done.
That's it. I think so. I mean, people are dying left, right, and center, but this seems like a good time to bang, right?
It's kind of all or nothing, right? I'm just thinking about this. Yeah. So up until this point, she's been like, okay, yeah, we do a little bit of kissing, maybe a little bit of touching on top of the clothes, but nothing else. And now we're like, yeah, fuck it, just stick it in. Right. Like, as in, like, where's third base? Where's fourth base? No, I'm just gonna go.
That's it. I've given you that flash. You got me all hot hot under the collar. What are they watching? Is it
Halloween? It's the original Halloween. Yeah. It's this bit where he tells you about the rules because they were having sex. So. Not till trading places. You don't know the rules. Kids. This is iconic, this moment. Though.
Yeah.
And the scene on the telly in the background is so great.
Yeah. Look at that tongue.
Salut. I'll be right back. I'll see you in the kitchen with a knife. See? Great. Brilliant. Love it. I annoy the wife when I do that.
Yeah.
I'll start saying lines from the film before they're said. For God's sake, if I wanted to watch you, I'd watch you.
It's a weird date, but, you know, all right, fair enough.
Yeah, let's go down into the woods together, darling.
Find a murdered body. Yes. He's getting cheese doodly fingers everywhere.
Knickknacks.
Cheetos in America. Cheetos.
Yeah, what if he turns out to be the killer? You donut.
That'd been a great twist if fucking he turned out to be a killer in one of them.
That's brilliant. Do you know what that consolation is? No. Oh, what is it? I don't know. I was asking if you knew.
I was asking the question.
Who's a geezer just sitting on the porch?
Yeah,
I just randomly sitting by myself.
He's had too much beer, mate. He's had too much beer. I've done it many times.
She does not look like she's enjoying this. She does not look like she's enjoying this.
No. It's dry humping. I mean, who does enjoy it? This is uncomfortable, Billy. Maybe we should whap your noodle out. Here we go. Tatties. That is such a fucking.
Do you reckon she's had a boob job?
I don't think so.
They definitely look bigger in Twisted Metal.
Could just be age, dude. Yeah, put on a couple of pounds.
Oh, that's why they find out about the principal.
Yeah.
He's hanging from the goalpost, isn't he?
Yeah.
Because they're the two lads. The two lads there are the ones that got expelled.
No, you don't care. He's like, fuck it, I'm getting drunk watching movies, eating popcorn. I don't give a fuck. That's it. We're all completely pissed. Let's all drive.
This is the other thing we failed to remember. Like, where's Stu gone? He went to get a beer. Tatum went to get a beer. And no one's... Hang on. Like, the garage is normally at the front of the house. How has nobody fucking noticed Tatum's body?
Well, no one's even noticed her death.
The garage isn't going to be around the back, is it? To the garden. So, like, surely they must have... Like, how do they not see a swinging fucking body? How was he? Like, he said he was going to sweep the perimeter of the house. How the fuck has he not noticed his sister? He's hanging from the fucking garage.
He's too busy lost in Gail's eyes, mate.
Ah.
Yeah. Right, Gail Weathers, yeah. Definitely sounds like you're a meteorologist. Here come the cars. Oh, shit.
Like, they left that well too late to jump out of the fucking way.
Mate, he was basically fucking brown bread then. Hello. Giggity, giggity, giggity. That's it. There's murders going on, but no, it's probably better that you get your rocks off.
Not on duty.
Mama's cleaned my room.
Sydney's dad's car.
Well, you know, I expected more than 3 pumps and then a skirt, but, you know.
He's a one-pump chump.
She should go, is it normal that all men cry after sex? Oh. Huh.
See, that's a totally legitimate answer. And when you actually think about it, like, they use a voice changer.
Yeah, so there's no way.
He didn't just pull that out of his pocket and gone, hello, in the middle of a police station when you're being watched. Hello, Sydney. He's just on the phone to his girlfriend. It's totally fine.
Yeah, but no big deal.
No, you're just being highly stupid right now, Sydney.
Yes.
But look at the evilness in his eyes. Like you would think. Look.
Well, maybe not look at me like a serial killer.
See, right? She says, "Oh my God." She legit thinks it's him because she's looking at him, because you see her eyes divert. She's not saying, "Oh my God," because he walked in.
Yeah. But this just helps, doesn't it? Helps with the
sell the notion that he's innocent. There it is, the wipe. Love it.
Has every door got a lock in America?
So this is where we know that is Stu.
Yeah, that has to be.
Just have fucking multiple doors leading to... Oh, it's fucking ridiculous. And why is there a random doll? Do you see that doll? Look at it in the corner. Just like, it's fucking freaky.
Of course, in America, mate, they've just got a junk room. It's fucking the size of a fucking house.
Junk mansion. The size of that fucking room is humongous.
That's a small window. I wouldn't get out that window.
Me neither, dude. Right, okay. So, judging by the position, we can just see in the background there. So that's the garage.
Yeah.
Oh, so the garage is actually on the side of the house, and maybe they wouldn't have seen. I mean, it's still, like, if Dewey was walking the perimeter, he still would have seen this.
Yes. He was actually doing a perimeter, which means the entirety.
Because there she is. Old dangly.
Yeah. Old dangling up there.
Like, her head is almost decapitated in that.
I know,
in that point. There is no fucking way that motor would have enough power.
No.
He's got red suede shoes on. I've just noticed the colour of his shoes. They match the couch. What? Wow, he wears some weird shit.
Jimmy. The irony of, like, not seeing the person behind him.
Like, you'd have thought they own a mansion. They could afford, like, a better fence.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking hell. Something that fucking Dave knocked up in his spare time.
They forget about the delay.
Yeah. Behind you. Oh, sorry, Kenny.
Kenny gets stabbed. Cheese dust falls out.
Yeah. No. Cheese doodly fingers in my cut.
Oh, he got her.
You got her. A little bit of shanky on you. Fucking that. Man, good job she's still.
I ain't fitting through that, mate. I ain't even getting a leg through that. Why would you try and follow? Just go out the big opening in the side. God.
You're only got to go round a van. Not like you're running around a building.
Gail Weathers trying to run in them ridiculously high heels. Waddle
legs
more
for
like.
days, though. Got
legs for days.
Here you go. I've got the gun. You take the flashlight. Everything's fine.
It's fine. I mean, she's probably more lethal with that than he is with that. So
he did not score high on the shooting range
or the aptitude test.
Yeah, or the aptitude test. Can you write your name? No. Okay. All right. No, it's all right.
We'll give you a badge and a gun. We are America.
Welcome to America. Here's your gun.
come through customs, I hand you an AK-47.
There you go. There's your gun. Thank you. Thank you. Catch your breath, mate. Catch your breath.
Didn't.
Sort your hair out. Kenny's dead, mate.
Right, so
probably didn't see.
Kenny would have been on the floor right there. Yeah, like.
Just look down. Just look down. He's dead on the floor. Just if you look down.
You're treading on him, love. What are you doing?
There we go.
You didn't notice that running up to the van, the big pile of blood on the floor. Your peripheral vision, love, is shocking.
Exactly. Fucking hell. Next time you get your surgeon, get him to sort your eyes out.
Oh, I remember this. He's on the van. Right, okay. Here's another point. Kenny's a fucking hefty dude. She beats up random with a phone. He's a hefty dude, and somehow he's been lifted onto the roof of the fucking van. Why are you trying to wipe the inside? Oh, my days.
It's okay, though. That blood didn't come from anywhere. Oh, wait a minute.
Look, you put this 300-pound man on the roof. Like, I forgot you were fucking Arnold. And how did you not notice him on the roof?
I know. Like, there's a person.
But, like I say, I love this film, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Just run over Sydney while you're at it.
Through Dave's fence again. Dave's pissed. Fucking took me a whole weekend to put that fence up.
Dave built that fence when he was 18. He's now 62. It's still going strong.
It's still going strong. Some klutzers fucking drove through it.
Why would you run back to the murder house? Like, legit, why would you run back to the murder house? Just fucking run away as quick as you can.
Exactly. Go away. Like, if you go to the house, someone's going to know that you're
here we go. First one. First wound.
Oh.
Right.
Right in the spine.
How was that not severed his spinal column? Like, come on. Legit.
He's fucked.
The wipe. Oh, it's brilliant. I love it.
There we go.
Iconic wipe.
One of the few killers that actually runs as well and doesn't just menacingly walk faster than she can run.
Well, that's because Michael Myers has got the gait of fucking Usain Bolt, mate.
Yeah.
He's one step is like someone else's six.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, no, Dewey's got this.
No,
tap, tap, tap. I've got him.
Hello.
So like as well with toys. Like, Michael Myers is just a menacing killer. There's no toying about it. There's none of this. He's just smashing the window, dragging you out by your hair.
That's it, yeah.
Not this, where he's just, I'll open this door, I'll open this door. All while you're thinking this, I'm opening the boot. I just love this. The boot just opens. And she's like, yeah, no, I'm keeping this.
I am locked down. There is no other doors on this 5-door fucking car. No other doors than these two. Nothing to worry about. Oh, shit. Forgot about the boot. That's it. Back to the murder house.
And he's gone. It's like a game of cat and mouse, which is so cool.
That's the joy of it, isn't it? It's the joy of hunting your kill.
How did he know he killed Billy?
Yeah.
Fuck both of you.
Yeah. Yes, go away. This front door being shut is probably going to protect me, apart from the garage is open and 14 of the other houses.
I was going to say, like, all 11 other ground floor entrances are all wide open. God.
Billy, the only one that's been stabbed 4 times and lived.
Well, not true. Dewey.
Well,
Dewey
gets stabbed once and lived.
Yeah, but he survives fucking, like, slicing and dicing left, right, and centre. Give me the gun. Give me the gun.
With a gun.
I mean, literally, he's been stabbed up loads. There's so much fucking blood, and yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool. We all go a little crazy sometimes.
Crazy.
Oh, mad, not crazy, mad.
Yeah. Damn.
That close,
Shot.
and he hits him in the shoulder. I thought it was crazy, not mad, but mad works.
Yeah. That's fine.
Corn
Still
syrup.
the same, isn't it?
Corn syrup. Surprise, Sydney.
Surprise, Sydney. He looks demented.
So great.
Yeah.
See, when you listen to them two through the voice changer, it's not the voice, is it? You know it's not the voice. Already did that.
Last. It means he got off and she didn't. It's pretty homoerotic the way they're fucking.
His
all over
eyes are
each
really
other.
quite far apart, aren't they, Matthew
Yeah.
Lillard? I've never noticed that before.
They're escaping.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
when they
that's
said
right,
they were
yeah.
when you said about Casey Beck was their first murder. A year
I
earlier,
forgot about
Maureen
that.
Prescott.
Yeah.
And let's face it, she's no Sharon Stone.
No Sharon Stone.
Poor Maureen.
No, it's Matt Lillard in a fucking wig, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Even Stu didn't know that.
No.
I love that even he didn't know. As if
Yeah.
like it's just like one day he comes and says, should we just kill some people? Yeah, fuck it. And now we actually know. Like there is actually like a reason behind it, other than the fact they're both fucking psychotic.
Yeah.
Like for Billy, there's reasons behind it. He wants to cause, so he kills Maureen, then he wants to cause Sydney so much pain and anguish.
Yeah.
Whereas Stu, it's just like, no, I just want to kill people.
Yeah. I'm just a psycho. I don't
Yeah.
kill him. It's a scream, baby.
He's just so mental, isn't he?
He's loving it. He says we killed her.
Yeah, so Stu killed her as well.
Yeah.
But obviously, like, he didn't know the reason behind it.
No. I thought that. I love this bit. Get a little woozy here.
You cut me too deep. Do you remember in Scary Movie where they had this scene and he stabs him about 40 times? He's like,
Yeah. No, man, I'm not letting you fucking stab me. I remember that in Scary Movies because My turn. No, man. Fuck you.
I mean, notice how they've got, like, why would you give yourself identical stab wounds? Like, why wouldn't you, like, slice one in the arm or,
Yeah.
like, you've given yourself matching wounds? It just seems...
In the shoulder. Look how manic he looks.
He's spitting.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Oh, no, he dug... Yeah.
Oh. The little woozy here.
I mean, look at the, like, the blood.
I know.
Where's the gun? Oh, Gal, you look better.
Hello, Gail.
Gotta love a Gale Weathers ending.
You have.
Look how demonic he looks still.
Yeah, he still looks
Safety's
crazy
on.
as fuck.
Safety's on.
Yeah. Oh, no. Get out.
See,
Oh.
you already know that she survived the van, so, like, shoot her now, kill her,
Exactly.
right?
Just put her down. Bam. There. Done. Or at least stab her. You've got the knife. Oh, the neck crick.
Sydney's gone. And her
You
dad.
didn't tie her up, mate. She wasn't stabbed. She was perfectly fine. Had one dab to the shoulder.
Just so I let the machine get it. See, it's there's two different voice. You can hear her voice through the changer, and also the guy's voice. What was his name again?
Hold on.
Powder Puff. Roger Jackson.
Roger L. Jackson.
Samuel's brother.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you think, right, his name's Roger L. Jackson? Do you reckon he's like, my name's Roger Jackson, my middle name's like Leonard. I'm gonna enunciate the L because like it works so well for Sam.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I might get more work. They might think I'm legitimately. I mean, is he? That'd be hilarious. The parents
I'm
just like
looking that up now, so I'm just gonna go. I need to know.
Well, how many other people do you put? Like, I don't call you. What's your like middle initial? I don't call you J.P. Morris, do I?
J.R. Morris.
I don't go. Oh, it's J.R. Morris. I just call you J. Morris.
He is definitely not a relative of Sam. He's very, very, very white.
Could be a multicultural family.
It could be, but I'd like to think there'd be some kind of maroon in there.
Fuck's sake. He looks like a chicken. What the fuck?
Yeah. Right, I've got some feathers now. Everything's gravy.
It's the TV.
Bam!
Oh, that penetrated
Dressed up like
deep.
him as well.
Oh, mate.
Took the time to put the mask on.
Stab him up a couple of times.
That's it.
With a fucking umbrella. So, I mean, see how quickly it is to take off.
Yeah. Didn't you know that I know Kung Fu? Show me. Now, someone murder a chicken in there.
He stabbed up the cushions, didn't he?
Yeah. Nighty-night.
This is a great killing.
Yeah. Taken straight from fucking Freddy 4.
TV to the face.
TV to the face.
You stabbed him twice in the shoulder with a thing. There's no way he's dead. Are you like mental? Like you stabbed him twice in the shoulder with an umbrella. There's no way deep enough.
No, he is perfectly fine. There we go. See? Still got the knife, hasn't he? Oof. Straight in the wound. I shook the safety off that
How
time.
did the gun get all the way over by the front door? She picked up the gun, Stu tackled her, but she would have had to launch it. He tackled her and they went backwards. So the
gun... could have taken Dooley's gun, though.
No, she took Dewey's gun.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's right.
But she had Dewey... Stu took Dewey's... No, sorry. She took Dewey's gun when Stu and Randy come towards her at the front door.
Yeah.
Not in my movie.
I mean, you'd put one between his eyes as well, just to make sure.
Well, if she does.
There we go. Well, I mean, kind of was in your movie, though.
Papa.
Hey, Pops. He's all right. Just a severed spine.
Dewey's still alive, yeah. Fucking house is... Oh.
Look at it. It's massive.
Mm. It's got a west wing.
Yeah. No wonder they didn't find the garage. You have to take a car to get around the back of that house. There we go. Iconic, brilliant Scream movie. Still got plot holes, but what film doesn't? But
yeah,
a lot of fun. A lot of fun to watch.
Wicked. Woo. And obviously before the time as well of whatchamacallits?
Yeah.
Post movie credits as well.
Yeah, post movie credits. Yeah.
But
right. Yeah. I really enjoyed that. I'm glad we watched it. I think it was a good choice for Halloween. I mean, well, granted, I got it wrong and thought that it was going to be more Halloween.
Yeah, no, it's not. But like I say, it fits in like with the whole, the whole thing.
Yeah. Right, I've got to move through this a bit quick because apparently the family's here and I have to do all my family things.
That's cool. Yeah, we did start a little bit later than planned because I messed up with the thing, but I'll you can blame me for that, Jay.
I planned to anyway.
Cool.
Not my fault. It's never my fault. Right, so I have made a game for you, TJ.
It's the unfiltered, unprepared, unready, unscripted, unfunny quiz
game. Quiz. So, just to give you, it's my turn to do the game this time. So, TJ, the way this is going to work
Yes,
is
mate.
I'm going to describe deaths from a horror film.
Oh, fuck
and
off.
you've got to guess what film it is from.
No.
I've made these relatively easy. You'll know these.
I hope so.
Right, just because it is a new sort of game, I have made a sample question for you.
Okay, yeah.
So, sample question. After answering a wrong number, a girl desperately tries to save both her and her boyfriend's life by answering horror movie trivia
Oh,
questions
okay,
on the
right,
phone
yeah, okay.
with the killer.
Okay.
After incorrectly answering, she is chased down and murdered by a masked killer.
Okay, right, yes, that's Casey Becker's Scream. We saw that earlier. Right, okay, I get where you're going with this.
That's why I chose that sample question.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Right, number one.
Fuck.
While trying to save a person's life, a doctor's arms go into the torso of a person where his arms are ripped off.
What?
You'll know it. You'll fucking kick yourself when you think about it.
Right, say that again.
While trying to save a person's life, a doctor's arms go into the torso of the person where his arms are quickly ripped off.
He's trying to save someone's life, so the person he's trying to save, his arms go into the torso and then get ripped off.
The doctor's arms go into the torso, and then the doctor's arms get ripped off. You know it.
It sounds like something that would be in, like, Saw, or...
Yeah, but it's not Saw.
But it's not. What the fuck? A doctor, his arms go inside someone's body that he's trying to save.
It's in a base in Antarctica.
The Thing.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Remember,
I would
his
know.
arms
Yeah,
in?
no. Do you know what, right? It's completely, completely gone blank on that one. I know the film, obviously, the minute said based in Antarctica is fucking obvious. But wow, okay. I would not have put that together without that clue. Wow, okay. Whoa, that's like, whew.
While listening to music, this man is pulled into the bed by an arm where a tirade of blood bursts up and out and onto the ceiling.
I love this because this is one of my favourite death scenes in movies. It's Johnny Depp in Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one.
Yeah, correct. Number 3. A man stands by the train track shouting at 2 other people when suddenly a piece of metal is flung up from the passing train and decapitates him.
That's Sean William Scott's death in the original Final Destination.
Correct. A space hauler is eating dinner when suddenly something bursts from his torso, killing him in front of all of his crewmen.
That's Kane in the original Alien film.
Yep. Number 5, a man must crawl through razor wire to find a key to escape from a trap made to teach him a lesson about living.
That's Saw.
Yeah. Well done, mate. 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be a fun quiz, though.
The first one was the first one was the hardest because I wasn't thinking about like that as in the horror. I'm thinking like Saw, Nightmare on Elm Street, like Halloween, and I'm like so the thing's kind of like it wasn't even in my thinking. When he said doctor, I'm like, I mean technically they're like but without the Antarctic base, I'm like would never have fucking got that.
But I thought it was a fun quiz to do. I thought it'd be Halloween.
Reminds me like the Final Destination. I like that. Yeah, they're on the train tracks and then that piece of shrapnel just slices his head off.
Just cuts him off. You're dead, man. You're dead. You're next.
Yeah.
Shink. Cuts him off. Fucking really good. Right, on to our listener's letter. Big Ste wrote in. Like
Big Ste, finally you get your question.
Yeah, Big Ste, we finally forced him to do a question. So he writes, "Hi gents, long-time listener, first-time caller. I'm embarking on a spiritual journey, this being I'm going to see a psychic. As this is such an unknown territory for a lot of people until they start to delve into it, I want to know your thoughts and opinions on this, beliefs, and what you would want to take away from this if you were going to see a psychic yourself."
You go.
Right. So, one, and I love you, Big Ste. I do. I don't really believe in psychics, though. Mainly because I think they're mainly con people and they're trying to get money out of you. But let's take that aside. Just putting my sort of 10 pence on it. I suppose what I'd want to know is I don't really know because a psychic to me just seems like what we're trying to do. Are they going to say that they're contacting, my passed away mother, and is she going to give me like a piece of advice? I don't know whether I'd be able to buy into it, even if they give me irrefutable sort of evidence and gave me something that only me and my mom would know. I would still be really, really skeptic about it.
Skeptical.
Yeah, skeptical about it. So, I mean, I don't know what I'd want to take away. I mean, what questions would I be asking of sort of either my mom or someone, my nan maybe? Because obviously, anything I suppose I'd want to talk about with my mom is, it'd be, I can't really discuss on here because it'd be sort of too close to home. So it's I'd be asking things that I don't think I'd want to discuss through a third party to talk to, and then no matter what answer she gave, then I would still just go, yeah, but I just don't believe it though. I just don't believe it. So I suppose it depends on the manner that the person that you want to contact or whatever it is that you're asking, you want to get out of it. I mean, I understand it might give closure to some people, and for that respect, I totally understand why they would want that. But for me, I'm too skeptical that I just would go, this is just pandering. This is just, they're going to give me what I want. And so therefore I'd be a bit untrusting, I suppose. How about yourself, TJ?
Oh dear.
I get nervous when he laughs like that.
Oh dear. So, yeah, I would never go and see one. I need to say this without being offensive to Big Ste, because I like you, Ste, even though your name is Stephen. I still like you, but there is nothing in my brain. There is no even in the illogical side of my brain, I cannot comprehend why anyone would go and see a psychic, because people come out and they turn around and say, oh, but they told me stuff I was saying. I have seen documentaries about how psychics work, and they get information from you without you even knowing. And also something very much more prevalent in today's era, the fact that people have Facebooks and stuff. Yeah. You give over your name and stuff to them, they can fight, they can research you, okay? And even then, I've watched documentaries where and the people don't even realise they've given up certain bits of information that then lead in, and it's all like a manipulation in my mind. To me, they are charlatans. There is no shred of evidence anywhere that anything that they do, that they can do the things that they claim to do. Also, I see them as preying on, and this is why I hate them with a passion, because I feel that they prey on people's emotions and people's heartache, because my sister and my sister-in-law have both been, and they were like, oh, they said about my dad, and my wife and my sister-in-law's dad passed away, and they were like, yeah, my dad had a message for me and everything. And I'm just like, in one sense, that's like, okay, that gives them some kind of closure in that. But I also think that's such a preying tactic to say, like, I have this message from your dad and everything and all this and blah. I just don't like it. I really don't like it as a profession. I think the people that do it are cold, heartless fuckers, because they're preying on people for money. I wouldn't ever go and see one, so I'm not even gonna go into. I also very much a believer as what's happened has happened, and you can't change the past. You can only try and make amends in the future, necessarily. So, if there is a lost someone who has passed, my nan and granddads have passed, but no other direct family other than that. And there's nothing that I would want to speak with them about. Happened has happened. I can't, I can make amends with people that are here and still living. I can't make amends with people that aren't here. Anything that has happened, I just have to deal with, in that regard, whether it be, let's say if another family member passed and there are things from from previous that has happened with them, I just have to deal with that and move along. There is never going to be any real closure. You make your own closure is what I would say with that. You just have to deal with it and move on. And yeah, so I don't. Yeah, it's another thing where people like ghosts and stuff. Like I don't believe. I believe the mind is a very special thing, and it gives you what you need at certain times. And so I feel, like the people that say like, oh, I saw my mum on the end of the bed. Like my wife's dad, like when he had a scare in hospital, they were in Ireland a few years ago, and he thought he was going to pass away then. Because my wife's dad was a lot older when he was like in his 50s when he had my wife. And he said, like, I saw my mum at the end of the bed and she said everything's going to be all right. That to me, that's a hallucination that the mind's put on there. She wasn't honestly there. That's like, he swears blind. It's like, no, 100%. And that's cool. That's cool that you've got that. Like, but to me, that your mind has given you what you needed to get through the situation you were in at that time. And so yeah, I just and I like I say, I don't believe in that, and also I don't believe in the spiritualist side, the psychic side. I just think it's a bunch of charlatans preying on people's emotions for profit. And yeah, I just don't like it. I never have done, never will do. Like when my sister, I had to leave the room when my sister went to see, and then we went around the house and that, and she was like, "Oh, telling you about it." I was like, "Yeah, I'm not interested. I'm leaving the room. I don't even want to be part of the conversation because it would just annoy me, and I'll end up getting into an argument with my sister, which I don't want, And it's fine if they want to believe it. If you turn around and said now that you do believe in it, you want to go and see one, I'd be like, that's cool. Yeah, but it's not a conversation. Once you've been and seen one or whatever, I don't want to have a conversation with you about it. And that's not me being an arsehole. That's just me, or I don't feel that's me being an arsehole. It's just, I don't want to take this into the realm of me and you having an argument about it because you believe strongly and I don't believe. And it's something that I can avoid having this conversation, which I know because I know myself. This will lead into an argument because my strong views about it and the other person's would have strong views about it because obviously they've been to see one.
I think that's fair. I think Ste, we wish you all the best, mate. And I hope it gives you whatever you need from it.
What's interesting though is actually because he did say, didn't it? Did he not say? Hang on, what is did he not say that he's such an unknown territory for a lot of people until they start to delve into, want to know your thoughts and beliefs and what? Did not say that he's I'm embarking on a spiritual journey. He didn't actually give us whether or not he's skeptical about it himself.
No, he
That would be interesting. I would have liked to have known if he was skeptical going into it, or whether he's totally into it. In the first place.
I mean, he said like he wants to go on a spiritual journey, so he's obviously open to it. Right? I know that fair. Like it's partially to do with his mom.
Okay.
So
in that regard, like you said, I hope he gets out of it what he needs. Yeah. And I obviously my views are my views alone. Your views, Ste, are your views alone. I like if you believe in it, that's cool. Like I'm happy for you. And there's no like I say, my views. I do have strong views on it, but it doesn't then make me think less of someone who has the opposing view as me. Someone just has the opposing view, and that's fine. You know,
exactly. We're all individuals. You can all have your own way of thought.
100%.
Just because I don't particularly subscribe to it doesn't mean that I'm 100% right. I believe I am, obviously. Yeah. But if you believe what you believe, that's fine. I'm not here to fight against it. I'm not going to sit there and call you an idiot for doing it. And
I would just prefer not to have a conversation with you about it
because I know that my skepticism is going to get in the way of us having a conversation because I'm just going to go, is it though? Did they though? Really though?
And what I wouldn't want to do is come across like I'm shitting on your like if you get the closure that you want from the situation, I then potentially am going to shit on your closure, which I would never want to do. That's why I don't want to put myself in a position that I could come across like that.
Exactly, because it's not nice, and it's not a nice thing to do. It's not, we're not here to just fucking dampen everyone's fucking spirits.
Yeah.
So So, Steve, all the best, mate.
Good luck.
Enjoy your journey.
Good luck, dude.
You know,
Good luck.
I hope it all goes well for you. I really do, and I mean that. Right, TJ, that brings us to the end.
It does. Yeah, it's been enjoyable. I do like these. We said we were going to do these like, you know, not this isn't going to be an every week thing for us. It's going to be like, you know, once every couple of months or something, wasn't it? That we'd do a movie. It's just something a little bit different, breaks up, and let's let some of the news percolate in the background. So you know, because sometimes it is slow with the old news. So
you can't
it's
just
nice.
keep shitting on Jada. Fucking
Oh, I would love to. Oh, I'd fucking love to shit all over her. Not in the metaphorical sense either. Literally in the physical sense, I'd like to take a dump on her forehead.
Right, so guys, I have been Jay. I know I didn't do the introductions this week, but I think you know who we are by now.
Should hope so.
Yeah, I'm Jay. Been joined obviously by TJ, my amazing co-host. Hello. You can find us over on Twitch. I'm currently streaming Alan Wake 2. If anyone wants to catch me with that, TJ is going through various things.
Well, at the moment I'm on DBD just because there's an event on, and also they are going to be releasing the PTB for Chapter 30, which is a licensed killer coming into the game. Could be Predator, could be fucking, I don't know, anyone. Pennywise. We'll wait and see. Jason Voorhees.
It's not Vecna, guys. Get your hopes up.
No, it can't. Not for a killer-only chapter. But anyway. But yeah, so go on, Jay.
I was going to say, you can find us over on Twitter and Instagram as well. Obviously, if you're watching this, you know that we're on YouTube. We're also on Spotify and anywhere else that you can find podcasts.
Links will be in the description below to all our channels.
They will. Right. If there's nothing more from you, TJ?
Nope, don't believe so.
Right. Well, me and TJ are going to go and shit in a brown paper bag and put it outside Jada Pinkett's house and set it on fire. And we'll catch you again soon. Happy Halloween.
See you later, guys. Bye-bye.